All right. So, can you guys see the map okay?
Yep.
All
Yeah.
right. So basically, last time, there was a fair amount of activity going on back at the Yearning House, which you guys settled that hash pretty quickly, and you guys did acquire the Nihydrian chisel, which was just sort of laying out in a pile of old loot, and just sitting there. So now you have the Nihydrian chisel. The next thing that you guys are trying to acquire is something called the suture. Now, Queen Galway did not really have an idea of what it was. All she really knew was that it was in the possession of someone called. I lost the name. Hold on. Shoot. Well, I've ruined the recap. Hold on. I just was dealing with this kind of stuff today. The filleted man. So as you said, it's in the possession of somebody or something called the filleted man. The filleted man is in charge of a place called the Soul Foundry, where they essentially uh, infuse spirits into lead to make something called soul lead, which is used for a variety of nefarious kinds of activities.
Ooh.
Just like sort of Nihydrian, what was it, Nihydrian crystals and things of that nature. So so once you guys had gotten the Nihydrian crystal, you teleported to the area where the Soul Foundry was. Now the thing about the Soul Foundry is it's quite a bit closer to Karamzada's palace. So let's just go take a look at the map of Israel quick and just take a little peek here. So you guys were here at the Yearning House. So this is just sort of inside the gates of and you guys were able to do that. What you did instead of sort of taking a long way around, you basically finished up at the Yearning House and teleported to the Soul Foundry. Now, so Soul Foundry is right across one of the rifts from Karamzada's palace. Now, Karamzada's palace is in the center of the city. And is a large tower. You can see it fairly easily from the area that you guys are standing right now in the sort of the courtyard of the Soul Foundry. There's a couple of things going on at the Soul Foundry that are a little bit dicey. And we'll just go over there and check that out right now. The place is on the edge of this rift. And frankly, the whole area does not look massively stable. So that's one thing. So it looks like to you guys, it looks like as if over time, pieces of this cliff and pieces of this area have been slowly collapsing into the rift. Now, you guys went over to the rift and kind of checked it out a little bit, looked down. You couldn't see anything, but you could definitely smell funky sulfurous smells, the smell of rot and decomposition. You could also hear like scrabbling sounds and rocks, falling down and stuff like that. You were afraid to get too close to the edge, frankly, because it doesn't look that sturdy, and the worry of knocking off a foot or two of the edge of this plaza and falling into the rift. Well, I can't imagine that would be a good thing to have happen. So you guys kind of got here, checked out the lay of the land. There's a lot of broken buildings and stuff like that, very reminiscent of the idea that this was once a human city, a century ago, before the demons came and opened up the world wound, basically underneath the city. But this blockhouse over here is somewhat intact, although it certainly doesn't. It doesn't look like like a
Can you do that
home or a
again, Les?
manor.
I'm sorry, Les. I missed it. I was too zoomed in.
Oh, sorry. This blockhouse over here.
Got it. Thanks.
Yeah. So it's largely a blockhouse, a single-story blockhouse of stone, very rough-worn. And through the broken-out windows and some of the torn-off doors, you were able to see inside this room here, which contained a brightly lit forge and at least three or four immense salamanders and some other creature that was sort of ordering them to do things, to work. So Gatto kind of snuck over there, stabbed one, critted him,
Cool.
ran off. He started bleeding. Ferrado got the Verm with a well-placed arrow shot, took one salamander out, and then the game was afoot, right? When we got into initiative and the fight began. One foolish salamander charged Storm. That didn't work out well for them. Fletcher is sort of approaching from the side, trying to get in there and figure out what's going on. The rest of you are sort of hanging back towards the edge of the rift to see what's going to happen. Also, one of the things that Gatto spotted as he was sort of retreating from the
scouting in a different direction.
retreating. Well, he ran in there, stabbed the guy, ran back out, and basically provoked them into battle. But yeah, so he's sort of retreating. But he saw over here there seems to be a big pile of rubble, which hitherto did not seem all that strange for the what's one pile of rubble amidst multiple piles of rubble scattered all over the place.
Right.
But this one began to move, and slowly from underneath, it looked like something big began to move underneath, and a silverish gray glow began to emit from places where the rocks began to pull away and the pieces of masonry began to drop, and you could see that something large and draconic was underneath there, and is beginning to shrug off the pile of masonry and rocks and stone that had been either piled up upon it or that it had burrowed underneath. And that's kind of where we start right now. I checked my notes. We have a couple of spells that are on everybody. First is Planar Adaptation Fire, which Lothar cast on everybody. Then we have Communal Stone Skin, which Bardos cast on everybody. Which you do not have because you were too far away?
Right.
Okay. All but Gato. So we got to make sure to focus physical attacks on
Yep.
Oh no, I have it too then.
And then Protection from Evil Communal, you might not get any of that either because you're still pretty far away. So, and that the Protection from Evil Communal came from, I believe, Aaron, Ilindar. Does that sound right?
Sure, let's go with that.
Okay, so I think that was you actually. So that's the spells you guys have on you. Thoughts or questions, comments? Calls for a new DM. All right.
Never listen when we do.
A little late for that, Liz.
Yeah, we're kind of late in the game for that. But all right. So any questions or anything about what you're on, or do we want to go right into round two?
Round two.
I see that I have a D next to me. Is that dead or delayed?
You had delayed till after Fletcher, so you are after Ilindar, so you are technically at the bottom of the order right now.
Okay. Yep.
So what I'll do is I'm
not currently delayed. I jumped in after Ilindar. I did that on purpose. Okay. Yep.
I'm going to put you at 10 just to keep you under there.
Right,
but you did delay at the beginning of last time.
I remember that.
Excellent. All right. Round two.
Hey Mike, did Storm get Cat's Grace yet? I thought I gave it to him, but I'm not sure.
Not according to my review of the video.
I don't see it.
Okay.
All right. All right. So what is he gonna do? So yeah, he's coming out. So all right, hold on. So he can move. Okay. Okay. Wow. All right. All right. So out of the thing, past the salamanders, comes something from the pit. This creature comes stepping out and stands over here about a little bit away from Fletcher, and he looks around, and a couple of things happen, right? So he steps out and he is like, what demons, he's speaking in Ignan, what demons have interrupted my work and slain my slaves? And he looks around at you. He's like, oh, demons I have the likes of which I have never seen before. Except for that one, Fletcher, he points to. I've seen the likes of him before. That's a nice hand you have there. I've seen that on So so a couple of things happen. The first thing that happens is that he kind of like poofs out, and a bunch of smoke, some obscuring smoke, sort of surrounds him. Did we not get this obscuring smoke? Where's my
I
smoke?
see a small
I
gray
see it.
circle around him.
I'm going to make it a little lighter because otherwise it's going to be. There we go. All right, so that's smoke. Then you begin to, so Fletcher, you're actually in that smoke, and as you're in it, flames begin to sort of lick through the smoke, kind of like through there, and it extends out even farther, where flames begin to. All right, so Fletcher, you are in the flames, and second, this creature is so badass that it has frightful presence, because you are in there, and that goes out to 60 feet. So I'm gonna change the smoke real quick. Well, no, I won't. I'm just gonna put a 60-foot circle on him just because it moves with him. 1 sec. Where are my things? Oh, here we go. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna do red for that circle, 60-foot rad. Put it on there. All right, so you see the red circle?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna
Yeah.
put that in the back, but anybody in there needs to deal with frightful presence. So let's deal with that first. That right now, I think it's just Fletcher. I think it's just Fletcher and Storm.
Yep.
So that he's got frightful presence out there. So and that's a DC 18 will save. Frightful presence, for those of you who don't know, is a special quality that makes a creature's very presence unsettling to foes. Activating this ability is a free action. Opponents within range who witness the action may become frightened or shaken, and he is going to activate it. The range is in this case a will save. If you succeed on the saving throw, you are immune to that frightful presence. On a failed save, your opponent is shaken or panicked if it is 4 hit dice or feature. This is a fear effect, if that makes a difference. So I need DC 18 will saves from people.
It does. So Storms is, since it's a fear effect, Storms is going to be too higher than what the macro is going to read.
All right. So 2 below the macro. Got it.
Mhm.
Okay, didn't matter.
So
What'd you
2
roll?
below still makes it.
Still makes it.
Below
Okay.
still makes it.
It's 2 below will makes it. All right. What about you, Fletcher? I know that will save is your favorite. Ooh, that was awfully close. You feel a frisson of danger, but you managed to control your fear.
You kidding? He lets it feed his rage.
All right. So Fletcher, you are in the Shroud of Flame. So I need I believe, a reflex save from you to avoid the fire damage.
Quick question. I am flying. Is it the ground that's on fire? Because I'm in the air.
It surrounds him sort of in a sphere. So it would get you as well.
Okay.
Unless you were significantly high up, which I don't think you are.
You
Because
also have protection from fire.
You do. So planar adaptation, does it protect him from magical damaging fire in any way, or just
Hang,
heat?
hang on a second. I've got to look up this spell.
It gives you one element. It gives you like DR 10 or 20 on it.
Yeah.
20. It's DR 20.
It's DR 20. So DR 20 on fire.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's see.
Which
if
is
we
fine.
need that.
Which means if you make your save, it's not going to be able to hurt you.
Okay. Whoops. Well, let me double check before I make
So
this
every
hit.
time you take a hit, you take off 20 hit points, 20 damage points.
Of
Yeah.
fire.
Of
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
I think
27. All right. So no problem there. You managed to avoid the coruscating flames that exude from here. But I do need you to make a hold on a second. A DC 22. I think that's also a reflex save, but let me track to deal with the smoke. Okay, so yes, I need you to make that is a
Smoke is sometimes a con check, right?
that's 5e talking.
Fortitude.
We don't have con check. A fort save.
Not
This
fortitude is what I meant.
is a It is also a reflex save. It is not a con check. It is a reflex save.
Okay.
So I need you to do that. And just natural 20. All right, so
Nice.
beautiful. All right, so you're not affected by anything. However, you have trouble seeing this guy because the smoke is clouding your eyes and that kind of stuff, and it's just he essentially has concealment. As he does so, he reaches out and tries to bash you. Sort of across the face with one of his flaming hands. Let's take a look at
Wonderful.
what. Oops. 35 hit you?
Susan transfer 34.
I don't think it
34
does.
was my armor class. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So, all right. I need you to make another DC 22 reflex save. While we do so you get some slam damage and
Damn.
slam damage and some
Oh,
potential
and a
fire
21.
damage.
Missed that by one.
You missed that one too. So you take, but I don't think it's going to matter. So you will take slam dam is 18 points, and then the burn damage. The fire damage would be 2d10 plus 1d8. So, all right. So let's do 2d10 plus 1d8. Matt Meadow says he's trying. I'm working to reset the password. So here's 2d10, so 11, and then 1d8. That means it's not gonna. The burn's not gonna affect you because it won't surpass the planar adaptation. So no damage from the fire.
Okay.
All right. I think that is it for him. But I have lost my.
Yeah,
lost
I didn't see the turn order, so.
All right, the turn order back. You guys see it now?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. I must have accidentally killed it. All right, Gato, you're up.
Okay.
So
I don't know about this presence because I mean, although there's a big red circle here, Gato doesn't see that.
Well, you see the you saw the
I see the
creature
smoke
emerge, and you can see now there's a ton of smoke and it's almost like a coruscating fireball of smoke and orange flame.
Right, but the fearful presence isn't a visible aura for me to know.
It's not.
Of.
No, in fact,
I am using stealth. Here we go, right here. And sneaking to here. Now, is this is a wall? Is it a high wall or a low wall?
It's low, but I mean, there's definitely some rubble there. It's about 5 feet tall.
I'm gonna crouch down then, so I'm below it.
Okay.
So 30 stealth. So I'm hoping I go unnoticed.
All right.
And entering the aura, I now have to make a will save, right?
You do, yeah. So the frightful presence essentially makes it so that even being in the presence of this creature is scary. So it's a DC 18 will save. Ooh. All right. So do you have any immunity to fear effects?
No.
Okay. All right. So you are shaken for I think D6 rounds. So shaken creature -2 on attacks, saves, skills, ability checks. It is a less severe state of fear than frightened or panicked.
Go ahead and roll the duration.
Okay, hold on. Let me double check on the duration here. It is D6 rounds. Okay, so let's do that. Here we go. 2 rounds. You were shaken for 2 rounds. Now, because you failed, at the end of those 2 rounds, you have to roll again if you stay within the field.
Well, okay.
Because you're not once you make your save, you're immune to the frightful presence for 24 hours. But until you make your save, you're still vulnerable to it.
Okay, so I'm shaken right now, which is -2 on
Right.
pretty much everything. But I am using stealth, crouching low behind that wall.
Correct.
That's it for me.
All right. Well, hold on a second. Let's put this. Where are you? Here we go. All right. So you're shaking for 2 rounds, and then you have to. If you stay in there, you have to resave. All right. Ferrado, you're up. Where is Ferrado? Oh, you're way over there in that area over there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna delay. I'm gonna delay until Ilindar.
Until
moves.
after between Ilindar and Fletcher?
After
Or just-
Ilindar moves, yeah. So after Ilindar.
Okay, I'm gonna put you there.
Okay, thanks.
And with a D, in case you wanna, if you can still move, if you want to go after Fletcher or anything like that.
You got it.
All right, Bardos. Gordon.
Yeah, did you say something? Yeah.
Yeah, Bardos is up.
You Bardos.
Okay.
You,
Yeah,
Bardos.
my internet connection is a little flaky
Oh.
tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna. This dragon. What can I tell? What kind of dragon it is?
Well, it's
Undead silver.
yeah. Well,
Dead silver, yeah.
well, yeah. Theoretically, undead silver. It is the same size and general coloration. Well, let me rephrase. So it has been a long time since you saw Terendelev, the silver dragon that sacrificed
us.
his own life to save you guys. As it turns out, it seems that Karamzada may have taken his body as a trophy and turned him into some sort of undead dragon creature, which
We
is
knew-
now emerging from underneath a pile of rubble. Your guess is
Yeah.
that it's the thing that used to be Terendelev.
Yeah, we knew something like this was going on because we were going to try to resurrect it,
Trying to raise them and couldn't.
and we were told that it wasn't available.
Terendelev's not here right now. Please call
Yes.
back again sometime soon.
Exactly. So we figured something like this was going on.
Les, is this something I could use that atonement spell from
It's a great brain game that helps it
way before? Way to fix him, make him
It's
dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
not.
And that doesn't work exactly the same, but it has a
Yeah,
chance.
so he hasn't really been corrupted in the same way that the Herald of Iomade was corrupted. He was killed, and then what you think happened is that he has been returned as some sort of undead servant of Karamzada.
Right.
Karamzada. So atonement, I mean, because he's not really Terendelev really didn't do anything wrong, and he didn't sort of
We need to kill it,
We need to
raise
kill
it, and then
remove it.
atonement, because he'll feel bad about what he did while he was
How about-
undead.
How about a break enchantment? Would it remove? Is it a curse or a alteration or enchantment?
well, that's a good question. So it's a specific type of something. So let me look this up real quick. Okay. Okay. So this is what it says about this type of thing. Most evil dragons spend their lifetimes coveting and amassing wealth. But when the end draws near, some come to realize that all the wealth in the world cannot forestall death. Faced with this truth, most dragons vent their frustration on the countryside, ravaging the world before their passing. Yet some seek a greater solution to the problem and decide instead to linger on, hoarding life as they once hoarded gold. These foul worms attract the attention of dark powers, and through the blackest of necromantic rituals are transformed into undead dragons known as raveners. Though their bodies rot quickly away, a ravener does not care for the needs of the flesh. It seeks only to consume life, be it from wild animals, would-be dragon slayers, or even other dragons. A ravener is often on the move, changing lairs frequently as its territories become devoid of life. So this has become a ravener, which is essentially a type of undead.
Okay.
So yeah,
So probably
atonement.
not a
I mean,
curse, I guess, or
it's not a curse in the traditional sense, in the spell sense, and it's not an enchantment either.
No, effectively, it's an undead creature. And
Yeah,
the only way to put Terendelev back is to kill this manifestation of it. And once this is gone, then the soul can actually go to Pharasma. And that's when we can, if we have a piece of it, then we can.
Right. You kill it, you raise it, and then do the atonement because he'll feel bad about what he did.
Well,
Right.
here's the thing. So raise dead will not work. The second
It's
second
got to be resurrection.
paragraph says
Okay.
that the raised dead cannot return an undead creature to life. True resurrection, the discussion is maybe. The spell states that if a dead creature's soul is free and willing, the creature is restored to life. The spell can even provide a body if the original no longer exists. This suggests that incorporeal undeads, like ghosts, can be resurrected if their soul is free, as the spell would simply create for them a new body. For corporeal undead, the question is whether true resurrection can supplant the undead force with a free soul.
No,
And I
not saying
think
use the spell to do. These things are talking
yeah,
about
this would
the
have to
spell
be
making the
afterward.
change.
Yeah.
It has to
So
be.
yeah,
We have to end this thing first. That's the
yeah,
first.
you'd have to kill him first, and then yeah, I think Mike, you're right. You kill him first, and then you have a portion of the body, and cast true resurrection, and that would theoretically bring him
Bring him
back.
back if he's willing.
If he's willing.
If she's willing. Terendelev is
If she's willing.
Okay, well, I guess I'm going to try to do damage to it then. I'm going to try Resonating Word.
Resonating Word, okay.
Yeah, last 3 rounds, and the first effect needs a fort save DC 26.
All right. Fort save DC 26. All right, let me see what she's got here. Ooh, okay. Possible. Hold on. But
Guessing a creature like that, fort save is probably already low 20s.
yeah, you'll see in a sec. So it got a 35. It has a plus 24 fort save. So it did save. What happens?
Okay, so
Resonating Word, if it saves partial on the first round,
yeah,
halves
so
the damage, negates the stagger. So it does take damage, sonic damage.
yeah, half of 17. So is that 9?
8.
8?
8.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you want to move or anything like that?
Yeah, I didn't realize I was so close to that edge. So I'm gonna get a little bit away from that, I guess. Maybe back up a little bit. Given that I've got like a 22 or 24 AC.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm done.
All right, hold on. I got to resend stuff to Matt. Did I not send it to him the first time? I guess I didn't. I forgot Matt. I'm a terrible DM. All right, let me send that.
It's in roll 20. He just has to scroll up a bit.
Is he in roll 20?
No, not yet.
Okay. All right. All right. I just resent it to him. So, okay. That it for you, Bardos?
Yeah, that's it.
Lothar.
I'm going to cast Angelic Aspect Greater.
Okay.
Move to here.
All right.
I'm going to have Astrid move with me.
All right. 1 second. There you go. Some wings. Do you get an aura?
Yeah, Angelic Aspect Greater is a bunch of stuff. Low light, dark vision 60 feet, DR10 evil, immunity, acid, cold, and petrification, resistance to electricity and fire, +4 against poison, protective aura, true speech. It also gives me a +4 deflection bonus, a +4 resistance bonus.
Nice.
Acts as magic circle against evil and lesser globe of invulnerability, both with a radius of 20 feet.
Okay.
So we're all hanging out with you.
Yeah, no kidding. That's a beastly spell, man. All right. Matt, you made it.
So really
That's why-
sorry, guys. I went on vacation this last week, and apparently, between the earthquake and the lightning strikes and whatnot, my computer completely forgot who I was, or I forgot the password I changed right before I left. I had to call corporate IT because I'm using my work laptop for this.
Another victim of the great New Jersey earthquake.
Oh yeah, so we will rebuild.
What was there? A couple of knocked over lawn chairs, something like that.
Yeah. A mug came out of the cabinet.
All right. So first things first, man. I need you to roll for Flash Heart an initiative roll. Let's get you in the count here so you can get in the game because we are
I'm on.
in Bellas Res, in flagrante delicto, as the kids say.
Is that what the kids are saying these days?
I don't know any kids that say that.
They could say that.
Do you
Latin
know any
kids.
kids?
Yeah,
Gordon
Latin
Jen,
kids
how's-
in the 1500s.
Gordon Jen,
I
how
don't-
was your vacation?
I
Looks
don't
like it
know
was a
any
fun
kids.
time.
Yeah,
Chuck,
we
do you
had a
know
good-
any kids?
No.
Just the ones by that playground that you talked
The
to.
the ones that I scowl at when they walk in front of my house and then they go away.
You see with your hose right there, like, come on, make my day.
This is
All right.
Texas. We have guns.
Uh,
What's this hose nonsense?
try to keep it non-violent for the children. For the children.
Yeah, Matt lives in New Jersey. They don't have guns there.
Yeah, no guns.
Sure. Yeah. Your murder rates say that's a lie.
There are other ways to murder people other than guns. You got to be creative sometimes in certain areas. All right, so Lothar, you just moved and you cast angelic aspect. So you are flipping by with wings glowing with the bright foresty glow of your deity. And I think that's it for you, correct?
Yes, that's
All
it.
right. Cool. All right, this guy is going to come to here. And this guy is going to step sideways there, and both of them are going to fire arrows at Storm. So both 5-foot stepperoos.
I'm just rolling my initiative right now, Les. It just took a minute to get into roll 20.
Cool.
I rolled a whole 3, a gentleman's, not even a gentleman's 3, like a vagrant's 3.
Oops, I'm going the wrong way.
Good
Sorry.
Lord, that's terrible.
All right, so a couple of fiery arrows come zinging at Storm. First one, 29. Second one, 23. And then from the other guy, 28. I'm not even approaching, am I? And a natural 1. Oh, that's fantastic. So let's confirm that.
He's going to fumble that.
He's going to fumble that. Yeah, I confirmed it. He rolled a 20.
Well, was that his last attack?
That was his last attack, but even
So it didn't matter really.
Well, it still matters.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
You
shit.
got the crit.
Everything you got. You are exhausted. Fortitude DC 20 negates.
Actually, should be pretty easy for these guys.
Yeah, it should be pretty easy. What's his fort save? Just plus 12. So it's not a walk in the park. He could miss this. Oh, he made it. So he's all right. So, but yeah, his turn is over. He is not exhausted, but that is it for those guys. Terendelev, if it is indeed Terendelev, begins to shrug off increasing amounts.
Our pal of Terendelev? I don't remember this. What did I miss?
You're gonna have to catch up on some mini dramas.
Yeah, last time when I last left, we were fighting a big spider. The big spider went down hard, and we were standing over the loot pile, pulling out the thing. That's the last thing I remember.
Yeah. Then we left from there and found some even bigger things to fight.
One of which is an undead version of our buddy Terendelev.
Yeah.
And she doesn't look happy.
And Lothar's evil.
She was a super lawful good dragon, right? Probably a pal of Iomedae.
She was silver, so either neutral good or lawful good, one of the two.
All right, that is Terendelev's frightful presence, which is now hitting Storm. So does not hit Gatto. I was hoping that would stair step you to frightened, buddy, and see you run off into the thing, but you didn't. So Storm, I need a DC.
Well, again, if it's fair, it's two higher than this.
Okay.
Not that I need it.
Ooh, yeah, you did, because the DC is 32 and you just made it.
Are you kidding me?
Storm.
Oh my gosh.
Storm, because of her, I can never remember. Storm, he or her? Her. Storm, because of her affinity with her kind.
Dragon kind, you mean? Yeah.
Yes, that is the kind.
Oh, I love the double slap.
remembers and turns and see Terendelev, rearing up out of this thing, out of this rubble. pieces and rock are falling away, and you are seeing a creature of bone and magical sinew held together by an unholy green light, and it looks like this.
Oh, man.
Oh, you've looked better, girl.
I was gonna say, Terendelev, you look better.
Yeah, yeah.
Man,
It's-
Anastopsis would have been so excited.
Xano would have liked this, yeah.
He was like, oh, look at this! Look at how they put it together. They use a special unholy jello, and they for the mold.
All right, but she's for Terendelev, she's got a few more rounds to get loose of all the thing before she's going to get various powers, passive powers as we go through, but before she can do actual attacks, she's got a couple more rounds to go. But Ilindar, it's your turn.
Okay. So Ilindar does not know that Ferrado was wanting to do something. Is that correct?
I don't know if
Oh,
what Ferrado wants to do.
I'm sorry. Yeah, everyone was talking. I didn't want to interrupt. Yeah. Ilindar, Rado's gonna yell out to Ilindar to let me touch Storm and give her Cat's Grace. Give her a dexterity boost.
Okay.
I can go to her on my turn, but I don't want to enter
So
the
she's
scary
gonna,
place.
you know what? Okay, I'm gonna do this then.
You delayed, Jennifer, so you can go now if you want.
That's why I delayed.
But Storm has to move first, so Storm's just gonna
That's
not do
perfect.
anything this round. She's moving there, and then that way Ilindar can come up and hit her with something too. So that's mine and Storm's turn then.
Okay, so Storm ran towards.
She backed up a bit. Ilindar came forward and cast a spell and touched her.
Okay, what spell?
Shield.
Oh, okay. On Storm or on himself?
Storm.
Oh, all right.
Ilindar's not going to get around people. Not on purpose anyway.
Well, there seems to be plenty of people out there. So, all right. So now, Ferrado, it's you.
Okay, so I've got a 60 movement rate.
If you get right there, you're outside of both of the scared
Yeah.
things and able to touch.
That is the goal. I'm just having problems moving her. And then Cat's Grace.
Okay. So shield and Cat's Grace on Storm.
Wow. This is probably the highest armor class she's ever had.
She's gonna.
What is it?
I'm not telling you.
104.
I gotta know.
I'm kidding. It's 52.
All right.
What?
That gives me a good idea of how much I have to cheat in my rolls.
Right, exactly.
Oh, it's a 53.
Amazing. I rolled a 53.
If I roll anything over a 50, you guys are going to accuse me of cheating anyway. So.
53 on two roll 2d20.
Hey,
Oh,
speaking
hello,
of
Eric.
speaking of rolling 50s and cheating, Eric's here.
Hey,
Eric.
Hey, Eric.
Welcome, buddy. Glad you could join us.
A team has got it going on.
This is a bit
We
of a
are
mess of
doing
the
some
battlefield
stuff.
here.
Eric, you kind of got a Gordon's Fisherman look going on tonight.
You know,
Just come off the big hall.
in my house it's cold. In my office, I gotta chill. I grabbed the coat.
Nice.
But it's good to see you all. I'm gonna hang back and razz you.
Yeah, great.
We
We need
appreciate that.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's
yeah. Don does it invisibly though, so you have some areas to catch up with there, Eric.
You never know where he's at to hit him. So.
All right.
Oh, we know Eric has a character in this game. He's also invisible. You know, we just don't know this the entire time.
He's playing Terendelev tonight. Playing the part of Terendelev.
yeah.
Fletcher.
So quick, you said he has so much smoke around him that he has concealment.
He's effectively concealed. Yeah, 50-50 on strikes.
Oh, okay. So full concealment, not even just regular concealment.
Correct.
Okay. The fact that he's that huge doesn't matter because I almost can't miss as long as I'm swinging in the right direction.
Well, I mean, so this could mean a lot of things. I mean, you're swinging, you're swinging it where you think he is, essentially. And he's a creature of comprised entirely of fire. So this is what he looks like. Hold on, I can't click him because I'm on the wrong thing. So this is what he looks like. So he's basically a creature of fire. So it may be that you pass through some flames that you thought would have hit, but are not, that kind of thing. So
Okay, that makes
there
sense.
could be there's concealment is kind of a weird thing. Part of it is like, well, I'm shooting at things I can't see and I can't hit them. But part of it is, well, maybe I came close but no cigar kind of thing. And otherwise it would have hit him because if I'd have seen him but dodged out of the way, or he's amorphous or something like that. So concealment is not just necessarily I mean, it's the bulk of it is you cannot see your target, but there are also nuances to it.
Okay. And he's immune to it because
He's the one generating the smoke. He lives in it.
he just has the ability to see through it. Okay.
Yep.
And does the smoke that he's generating go all the way up above him?
It does. It goes all the way around him in sort of a loose sphere. Same with the flames, which is called the shroud of flame. So it surrounds him in sort of a sphere. So it's above and below. It realistically, since he's so close to the ground, it's more like a hemisphere almost from where he is, because he is nominally standing on the ground. Now he's not really, but he's in a position close enough to the ground where it is analogous to being standing there. So he's not flying, is what I'm saying.
And sorry, last question. Because I forgot to ask you at the beginning. Do we have any buffs on? I have some buffs written down, but I don't know if it's from a previous fight.
You have planar adaptation fire, which gives you DR 20 to fire damage, which you have used successfully on 2 occasions already. You have communal stone skin, which breaks down the physical damage, and I believe it's 150 or 160 points.
150.
150. And you also have protection from evil communal, which protects you from an armor class standpoint, and there's certain things there. In this case, the outsider problem is resolved.
Yeah, and you would have had a +2 to your AC if you didn't factor that in that last attack.
I had that written down here, and I just remember it's still on, so technically he missed me, but that's okay.
Snooze you lose, buddy. Sorry.
Yep, snooze you lose. Okay. So I'm gonna take a couple of attacks at him.
Okay.
Most likely missing because of that 50%, but I'm standing here, so I might as well try.
Let me ask you a question. In this case, because of the smoke, let me ask you a question. Do you have any sort of true seeing?
No, I have low light vision. That's it.
That's not going to help you. Okay. True seeing would theoretically help in this situation.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to try with the sword first. Attack 1.
37. I don't think that will hit. Let me double check. No, that does not hit. Sorry.
Okay. 2.
Hold on. What do we got? 45 would hit.
That's a crit threat, so I'm going to re-roll.
Okay. 41 would hit. So that is a crit. Now, you've got a crit, but you still have the concealment, so it's a 50-50. You got to do high-low.
Yep. Before we go there, let me do the other attacks real quick, if that's okay.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm just going to let you know his AC is 40.
Okay, so that's a miss. And then the claw.
46 is a hit.
All right, so I have a crit threat. I have a crit and a regular hit.
Right. Now you got it.
50 on each.
On the concealment. So tell me which one you're doing first.
Okay, hold on. So I'm gonna roll. What do you think of D6?
You can go either way. I'll leave the dice up to you, but you got to call it before you roll it.
Yeah, 1 through 3. I hit. 4, 5, 6. I miss.
All right.
And this is for the crit.
Okay. Oh, got it. Got through. All right, that got through.
And then this is for the regular.
Not get through. So just the crit. So do you want the chart?
Oh, I think I'm taking the chart.
This was a sword crit, wasn't it?
Chart.
Okay. None of these make sense. Well, it's basically like broken ribs. Well, it doesn't have ribs. Shattered hand. Doesn't have a hand.
I think you got to go to ChatGPT when the chart doesn't go. You just say, ChatGPT, describe the most bizarre injury to a flame-like creature.
Okay, 2 for 1.
Ooh, a twofer.
Target.
He had a
I don't know.
Groupon.
I don't know how
He had a
you pull
Groupon
this.
for injuries.
I don't know how you would pull this off, but I'm going to allow it. 2 for 1. Target suffers max damage, and you deal normal damage to one adjacent target.
Huh.
The adjacent target may make a DC 25 reflex save to negate that. So let me go ahead. So the only adjacent target would be this guy shooting a bow right here. Now he's on the opposite side, but you're flying. So I guess maybe you put your sword through him and somehow got the salamander.
That could logically make sense.
That could, I mean, it's as logical as anything that happens in this game. So, okay, so let me make my reflex save, maybe. What did they say it was? A 25? I've got +7, so you're going to almost certainly be hitting this guy. I did not make 25. So yeah, you stab through the giant fire creature and hit the salamander on the other side. So what is max damage for a sword strike for you?
Currently at 40.
40 points. That's not great. And then what was your rolled damage? Or did you roll damage yet? 32. Okay, I can take
lousy
that.
32.
Crap. Oh.
That's pretty low for you, but it's
a
still
1 and a 3 on 2 6-sided.
Yeah, but you stabbed through a fire creature and hit a salamander on the other side. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. You did not move. Was that a full attack action then?
That was a full attack action, yes.
Okay.
But
do you want to take a 5-foot step or anything?
5-foot step back.
Okay. Can do. All right. That's it for Fletcher. Flash art, bottom of the order. Clean up, as the kids say.
All right. I am going to do a charge to my old friend / mentor / idol, Terendelev. Now, just I'm just going to guess that it would be important for Iomedae to help me have this her herald help put to rest an old friend of hers. I'm guessing.
Okay.
So it's 60, so it's a charge.
Okay.
Does she get reach or whatever on me or no?
She is not ready to attack yet. So she is still emerging. So Terendelev is still emerging from the rubble. She's got 3 more rounds before she is fully released. So basically, Terendelev was underneath an enormous pile of masonry and stone and stuff, to the point that you couldn't see her, or if you would have to be really close, maybe even on top of her, to see like little bits of her kind of sticking out. What she's done is, by virtue of the fact that you guys have started a battle in the outside area here, she is woken. She has become aware that there's something going on. So she is now emerging from under this big pile of rocks. But it's going to take her another 20 seconds or so to get all the way out. Now, she will have certain powers each round until she gets in her full powers once she emerges from the thing. Running into this, you have run into her frightful presence. So I need you to make a DC 32 will save.
Okay, well,
because she's
Aren't
so
paladins
scary.
immune to fear?
It is a fear effect. Are paladins immune to fear?
Yes.
At this level, yes.
Then you are immune to fear.
All right. I
Is it
shake it off.
daytime or
And
is it
it
nighttime?
is an undead creature. So
It is an undead.
You should do a special paladin thing.
One of them. So I am to detect evil on my way over there. When you
No,
say
I'll
the
need
special
to.
paladin thing, you're talking detect or smite evil, or are you talking about
She
hold or turn undead?
She
No,
is
smite
evil.
evil.
Cut nose, smite your nose to save.
Yeah.
Smite evil.
She is evil.
It's undead.
Which means
You
it's
need to get with
guaranteed.
you down to fix these macros. Sorry.
Smite your nose to save your face, or spite your nose.
What? That's not what. What the hell is that? All right.
Hold on. What did you roll?
It says I increase rage to a +5 weapon. I was trying to hit the macro for Mega Evil there.
Oh, okay. Did Don write this macro?
Yes, I did.
That
But
can't
I
be
think
right.
there's been something broken in it in a while, and we haven't gotten together.
That macro fired instantly. Don's take like 15 minutes.
Natural 20 first swing.
Whoa, okay, natural 20 first swing. So so on a charge, you only get the first swing. So that is a natural 20. Let me check her.
I don't even think we
AC.
need to fix it, Don. It seems fine to me. Nat 20 is what you said you set it for each time, right? Okay.
All right.
Alright.
So
And the reroll is built into this because he has enhanced critical or whatever.
Yep.
So he rolled a 44 to confirm the critical threat.
no shit.
It's a nice
That-
macro.
That is a confirmed critical
Woohoo!
on Terendelev. All right. So
Do
with
undead get
radiance,
bleed?
this particular undead, I don't think is subject to bleed. I don't think undead
No.
in general are subject to bleed.
No, they're not.
No,
Okay.
they're immune.
Yeah, they're immune. All right, so you have an opportunity here. Do damage or do the chart.
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 You do the chart. All right, sword, major.
Radiance. Singing. If she euthanizes her, yeah. Lawful
Oh
good dragon.
shit!
Uh-huh.
I love when he says that.
This is gonna be good.
Of all.
Yes. Yes.
All right, all right. Well, this sucks. All right. Of all the criticals, crush trachea.
Whoa.
Won't be spewing magic at
It gets worse.
So there's no breath weapon.
Target suffers max plus bonus damage and cannot breathe or speak, which means no breath weapon. Do you want to
No
know what
breath weapon.
Terendelev's breath weapon is?
Or
Badass.
spell.
Yeah.
A 60-foot cone of cold and negative levels.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Nice.
Nice,
job.
nicely done.
Shit. All
Nice.
right. So how much? So wait a second.
Okay, you said max damage?
max plus bonus.
So
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't
Well,
think I rolled that yet.
max
damage is 25.
5 plus
Double
5.
would be 50.
Well, now it includes the holy. So 25.
Plus 12. 25 plus 12.
37. So max damage is 37 plus what he rolled, which is another 27. What's 37 and 27?
That's
64.
64.
Yep.
So 64 points of damage. You're not
Also
gonna like
can't cast spells.
it has a lot of
Unless you can find a spell that's non-verbal.
Yeah. Yeah, that is tough.
all right, hold on.
Trendelev's gonna take her toys and leave and come back. And
All right. Well, she's got spells. I don't know. I'd have to look and see if one of them is Greater Shout. That sucks.
Greater shout. Wow.
She's not going to be doing that. All right, I'm going to have to check some spells because that's
Wow.
man.
So
And
at
no
se-
whistling either.
I
Les.
say,
There'll
the
be
second
no
round, we've
whistling.
already got an MVP for the combat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna miss though? Monologuing. You sly dog, you caught me monologuing.
All right. So, all right, Flash art. So, Radiance, he's got Radiance above his head, and it's just singing Flight of the Valkyries as he runs over there and plunges it into Terendelev's sort of bony throat. And you can see Terendelev sort of underneath the rocks, sort of rear backwards. And it looks like the throat is almost completely separated, and the head is lolling on the extension of cervical bones that are coming out of the skeletal remains of the creature. You can see at the end of that where it sliced through, there's like this hissing and cold sort of gas coming out of it, and black necromantic energy. That flash art, you step backwards because Radiance is like as that black necromancy magic gets closer. You can feel coldness all around you. Just being near Terendelev is cold.
The lime green versus the green. What are the variant? I know one of them's a fear issue. What's the lime green? Oh, that's flash art.
That's flash
Never
art.
mind.
That's flash art, yeah.
I have a question real quick.
Sure.
Matt, did you not smite evil before you charged it?
So
I charged it and then rolled a smite evil. I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Well, the damage is like tripled or quadrupled if you
Yeah.
smite evil.
Well, yeah, and I rolled a smite evil. That's what you told me to roll. So that's what I rolled.
Okay.
Okay, so look at your
So we got to go back to the thing. One moment less.
You're not going to do more damage, are you? Because that would suck.
Yeah.
So smite evil is triple the yield, right?
Once per day, smite evil is okay. You add
No, you
your
just
you
add your
add your
level, but-
paladin level to damage rolls.
All right,
Oh,
so
okay.
16.
Okay, if the target of Smite Evil is an outsider, an evil aligned dragon, or an undead creature, the bonus to damage on the first successful attack increases to 2 points per damage of level. And they bypass ER. So your level, you're 16?
16. So that's 32 points per.
32 to add the first one on top of what he did.
Yep, another 32.
Is that 32 or 32 twice? Because
Nope,
the crit was max plus
you got the crit.
bonus. And
Ooh.
he gets smite evil.
you
for
do
that.
32 twice.
It's 32 twice.
64
So
more.
It's another 64.
All right, Flashheart's gonna retire from the field because he can't do better than this. I peaked early, and
It's
you know,
going
it's
out on a
downhill
high
from
note. It's
here.
like, all right, I'm
Yeah.
out. I'm out.
It's
Take
All
a
right.
radiance, does a radiance drop or a mic drop and just kind of, okay.
So that was 128 total hit points.
I
Plus
just
take
cursed you.
Oh, man.
plus knocking out Terendelev's
The
spell
larynx.
ability and breath weapon on a crit. That's crazy. Of all the crits to come up, I don't think I've ever seen trachea crits before. Where did that come from? Wait a second. Have you guys been
Who's
twiddling?
rolling these? Oh,
Have
wait,
you-
Les is.
Have you guys been twiddling laying waste? Because if I find out that you guys have,
Okay,
all right, so that's Flash Arts round. That's the end of round 2, and what a round 2 it was. It is my turn. The creature.
Why isn't the aura from the flaming guy there still?
Oh, I moved it accidentally.
Okay.
I would parlay with Terendelev, but I don't think she can speak to me right now. So
she's not
No.
talking good. Ha ha
Yeah.
ha, there.
I will accept her surrender though.
I think you kind of pissed her off.
Yeah, she's unhappy. Certainly the DM's unhappy about that. All right, so it is the fire creature's turn. He moves a 5-foot step towards Fletcher. Fletcher, how high are you in the air?
Well, I was probably at a height to be able to still hit everything, the salamanders and everything there. So
what, like
say
15
20
feet, maybe? 20 feet, you
Yeah,
think?
Given how big they are, he'd probably be at 20.
All right, I'm going to put 20 on there so we know where you are. He's going to reach up and try to. Well, now wait, let me check. Hold on.
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh. Okay. So he's going to do a couple of things. So as a free action, a swift action, it's going to do something called Blinding Blaze. You can use it as a swift action to burn brightly, granting a blinding gaze attack. The gaze causes permanent blindness and has a range of 60 feet. Any creature that succeeds at a DC 22 fort save is dazzled for 1 round. So is anybody who's in my red? Ooh, Gatto, Fletcher, and Storm. So I need DC. So he's going to do that first as a swift action. I need a DC Fortitude save from each of you.
Everybody?
Yep. Oh, no,
Everybody-
anybody who's in
Everybody
that
in the
red
red.
circle.
Yeah.
Remember, you got protection from evil going, which gives you 2.
This gives you a +2, yep.
Oh, okay. I can't miss then. I can't fail.
It's a fortitude save?
Yeah, it's a fort save.
Do I need to roll less? I have a +23 on the roll.
You do not have to roll. You can if you want, though, if you want to just, brag a little.
No, that's okay.
Gatto, I'm sending you a message.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that sounded so sad.
When Gatto's day come, I hope you go out with like what's his name in Doctor Strangelove, just riding a beast, off a cliff. What is his name? I can't think of the actor's name.
Oh,
Colonel
Slim
Slaughter.
Pickens.
Slim Pickens, yeah.
Slim Pickens, yeah.
All right,
I think his name was like Colonel
Don
Slaughter.
sent you a message. All right, so that's the first thing he's going to do. Next thing he's going to do is he's going to laugh and reach up and try and grab Fletcher. So even those of you who made your save, you are dazzled for 1 round.
Back in a minute, guys. Back in a minute.
Okay. Dazzled means you are unable to see well because of overstimulation in the eyes. You take a -1 penalty on attack rolls and sight-based perception checks.
Okay.
So -1 this one for 1 round. So not too bad. But in the meantime, Fletcher, he is going, maybe there's other cool shit I can do to you. Hold on a second. Okay. Oh, no, he's just going to punch you. He's going to reach out with his flame-like arms and try to hit you with them. Let's see if we go. All right, so first strike, 27. Ooh, not great. Second strike,
That's a miss.
37.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. All right. So I now, since you got hit by a flaming arm, I need you to go ahead and do that DC 22 reef check to stay out of the fire. In the meantime, you have 2 8 + 8. Okay.
All right, so that's plus 14.
So 20 slam damage.
20 slam damage. You said there's a shared pool of DR available?
It's DR 20 for each.
It's DR 20 for fire.
For individual strike for fire.
And you
Then
should
got
have
DR 10 for physical damage because you've got stone skin.
It's not going to matter. You got DR 20. Even if you fail to save, I'm only going to do 9 points of fire damage to you. So, which is well below the 20. So you are fine. So just the 20 points of physical damage. The damage.
But I'll only take 10 of that because
You want to take 10 of that because of the
stone skin.
Oh, stone skin. So are you marking off your stone skin?
I am
Numbers?
now. I didn't on the first one, but I'll do it from now. Oh, you mean is somebody out off of the 150?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
One stone skin's absorb 150, then it's done.
But it's communal, right?
No, it's individual.
Yeah.
It's 150 for you.
150 to you.
Okay, so there's 10
So you
down
get-
to 140.
So basically, after 15 hits, it no longer protects you.
Right.
Okie doke.
All right. That's it for him. Gatto, what are you doing?
I actually have something I'm going to do.
Okay.
So I am blinded.
He's going
I
to
do not have blind fight.
You said you do have blind fight?
I do not have blind fight.
Gotcha.
Do you have tremor sense or anything like that?
No, but I have a wand.
Very curious to see what happens here. What is it a wand of?
Summon incredible creature.
Ooh.
What? Okay. Oh, you're sending me a message.
Was this found on a creature that we slew long ago? Good night.
Suspense is killing me. Huh. Okay. Hold on. All right.
It's from their drama.
All right.
Incredible creature.
Hold on a second. Yep, I see it. In front of the bowman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night.
All right.
This is important information.
Okay, there he is. All right. Is this all right? Like that big?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Let me give you control of this.
And I also make it roar and make noise.
Okay.
What the heck is it?
So-
Basilisk? What is it?
All right. So he's pointed in the wrong direction. So hold on. Let me see if I can fix this. Oops, wrong. That's wrong.
Just make it upside down.
Well, I'm
It's the
trying to get it to flip. Yeah, here we go. It didn't do it. Okay, so
It's the
It's
Jurassic.
Like a hippo.
we know what it's doing.
All
it's
right.
a rear attack.
so
a
it's
gas
yelling.
attack.
It's roaring at the two salamanders.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So suddenly, you see a huge spike-backed dinosaur of rusty skin and a tail with stegosaurus spikes on it appears on the field and roars at the salamanders as they draw flaming arrows to fire another round. The salamanders are like, "What the fuck is this? I didn't order a dinosaur. Did you order a dinosaur? I don't know." So they are there. All right. So there's a dinosaur there, which I assume you are concentrating on. Yes.
Well, here's the thing. If I make it react, if it gets hit,
Mm-hmm.
it will kind of stay there and they have to disbelieve in it. But I don't see it.
Right. Well, it's kind of
So as soon as they hit it, it'll stop roaring, which tells me that they've destroyed it. Because the spell says the image disappears when struck by an opponent, unless you cause the illusion to react appropriately.
correct, and you won't know to
And I won't
act
know.
appropriately.
So when it goes silent, I know it's gone, and that's when I'll do it again next time.
Okay. So yeah, so it's roaring away and making stomping sounds and all that kind of stuff. And you don't see him, but the rest of you see this creature that has emerged on the battlefield, and you see the salamanders look confused and begin to train their bows on the creature rather than on you guys.
No.
Is that it for you, Gato?
That's all I really can do.
All right.
I got another save throw for the presence.
You lose another one. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, you made it. All right.
Okay.
Yep, that will make it. So you are not shaken. Blindness has made you brave. You're like, well, fuck it, I'm done. I'm gonna die here.
I no
guess-
longer see anything to be scared of.
Yep, I'm totally okay.
Just blind.
I'm just blind and in the middle of a big fight between undead dragons and some sort of fire creature, and we're not even in the house yet. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That would be 8. So yeah, it would be 16. All right, so Bardos, you probably have the closest eye view. So you're looking over here at the other side of the building, right? Over at the top of the corner of the building, and you see floating around the corner a creature that looks like this. Basically a big purple blob. It's about 10 feet across, has no particular shape, and seems to be amorphous. It is floating about 5 feet above the ground and has come around the corner, and now it is floating directly toward Lothar and Ilindar.
Uh-oh.
You're not sure as if it has noticed you, and it takes both of its actions to get here, but it is now floating towards Lothar, essentially towards Lothar. but it's come around from the other side of the house, basically in let's see, this path. We'll use a nice bright.
I missed this part of the story, but what is the house? Do we know?
It's the thing called the Soul Foundry. So
Okay.
it's basically
what
come
we're here
around.
for.
Yeah, you're so we talked about this. The Soul Foundry is a place where they smelt spirits of creatures into lead and make soul lead, which is used for a variety of demonic kind of uses. In this case, Queen Galfrey has said once you get a hold of the Nihydrian chisel, you need to acquire something called the suture. Now they don't know what the suture is. She had no idea what the suture is. All she knew was that it was kept. It was in the possession of a creature called the Filleted Man, which lives and works at the Soul Foundry. So she's like, I can't tell you what it is, but having the suture, when you guys enact the ritual to close the world wound, will make it easier to do it. It will make it somehow easier. They're not sure how. But you don't know what or who the suture is.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So that big purple blob has floated out from behind the house and is now approaching Lothar. Bardos, you saw the whole thing. It sort of passed you by. It doesn't look like you're not sure what it's attracted to, but whatever it's attracted to, but whatever it is, it made a beeline for Lothar and Ilindar. So it could be that they were just a larger group and it just didn't see you. There's walls near you that might have blocked you from sight.
Bardos, why are you so far away from everybody else? Worried about your safety over there.
I'm worried about my safety, so I'm trying to stay away from all the big things.
Yeah, fair enough. So you get jumped from behind, and not that I'm doing a good job protecting you from way over here.
Well, I'm going to use message just to make sure they're aware that thing's coming on them.
Okay.
And then I know Fletcher, I saw him last round. Can I see him in the fog where he's at? I know he stepped out of it before, but is he like
he's in the smoke now, which means he is obscured to you.
Okay.
Essentially, effectively, if you tried to hit him with an arrow or something, he would have full concealment on you too.
Yeah.
But you probably can see like glimmers of him.
I want to get to him to do, I can cast True Seeing on him, but I can't necessarily reach him, but I can talk to him and so I can delay my action and tell him to drop down on his turn maybe, or that's going to take away his action to fight though. Maybe I'll just do, I got Fly, I think. I'm going to cast Fly on myself.
Okay.
And then I'm going to raise up about level with Fletcher, about 20 feet.
About 20 feet in the air. Okay, perfect. I'm going to put a little 20 by you as well, so we keep track of that. All right, so you cast Fly on yourself and rise up 20 feet, so you're flying in the air. You have a perfectly good look at this creature, and it does seem to be homing in on, you're not sure if it's Ilindar or Lothar, but that group. You see this huge sort of ball of smoke and fire that is close. You also see a dinosaur, which is apparently come from nowhere, and Flashheart stand. So, and you also see from here, you can see a valiant Flashheart standing over the emerging Terendelev, standing by himself with radiance in his hand, slashing away at the creature as rubble and stone falls off it as it begins rearing up in front of him, like the red dragon and Dragon Slayer in front of the mage.
That's such a great movie. I was just wondering, why haven't they remade that one? That is such a great movie.
They got to stop remaking movies. They're remaking all kinds of movies. It's just stupid. Do some new stories.
Yeah,
I was talking with somebody the other day, and I'm a history junkie. Have you guys ever read read about Alcibiades, the Greek general from the Punic Wars?
I don't think so.
Go to his Wikipedia page and just meander through some of the crazy shit that this guy did. There's so many great stories that I can't believe they haven't thrown $200 million and Denis Villeneuve at the story of Alcibiades. It would break every record. Alcibiades was crazy. He was an Athenian general who switched sides to the Spartans. Then he switched sides to the Persians, pissed them off so bad that they were going to kill him, escaped, went back to the Athenians, worked for them for a while, fought the Spartans, then switched sides again. You had to keep a scorecard for this guy.
He must have made every fast talk roll.
I don't know what he was doing, but
It's like,
man,
all right, they're about to execute you. All right, fast talk. Oh, now I'm working for him.
it's
I'm in charge too.
It's a head spinner, man. Look at but Alcibiades, just an absolute roller coaster of this guy. Just unbelievable. So I encourage you to find the Wikipedia page about Alcibiades because you will be impressed. All right, so that's
SAB.
ALCIA or ALCIBIADS, something like that. You'll find him.
Yeah, I see him.
Yes, I need to save again. Fort save DC 26. So I need you to roll a 1, maybe a 2.
Okay. All right. What am I rolling for?
Fort save for the resonating word that.
Oh, the resonating word. So
Terendelev.
okay. So Terendelev's fort is quite good. 24. So let's roll that. Ooh, he did not make it. What does that mean? Oh, wait, does a 27 make it?
Yes,
No.
26. We needed a 26.
Okay.
Did it?
So 5d6. He takes the damage, not stunned though.
Yeah, so half of 21, so
10.
10 points, I guess. Yep.
All right. Boom. Almost forgot about that. Okay, cool. Lothar, you're up. You turn and you get a message from Bardo that said, big purple blob on your 10. And you turn around and you look and you see it is basically, I mean, it's exactly as Bardo's described. It's a big purple blob and it's floating your way.
Do I know what it is, or can I make a knowledge planes check to try to determine what it is?
Sure. Would you roll? 33. Well, you don't think it's a planar creature. You suspect it's some sort of terrestrial ooze, but of the kind, frankly, that might be quite difficult. Do you have knowledge nature or anything like that?
Yeah.
Do knowledge nature.
Okay, hang on. Let me see what that is.
Oh, you probably have a kick-ass knowledge nature.
Yeah. 34.
It's something you've heard of, but you've never seen before, called an immortal ichor. They're strange and beautiful. They glow with an eerie light, but they are very dangerous. They have a lot of spell-like abilities, including a very strange ability to charm their victims. They also have been known to control undead and control insects.
Do they have any do I know if they have any weaknesses?
They can't be tripped.
That's not a weakness.
That's the opposite of
Yeah, that's
weakness.
the opposite of weakness. Do they have spell resistance?
And is this thing floating, flying?
It does not have spell resistance. It's floating about 5 feet off the ground.
Okay.
Does not have spell resistance. Let me check ooze traits real quick. It's immune to a lot of things. Again, that's not a weakness. So, so oozes have no intelligence score, immune to mind affecting. They are effectively blind with immunity to gaze attacks. They are not subject to crits or flanks. And they do not, well, this one does not breathe. They're especially resistant to cold as well. This particular brand. Beyond that, does not have, let me see something. Let me see. Maybe that's a weakness. I don't know. Nope, it's not. So yeah, no real, I mean, you can't recall any specific weaknesses. What they do is what you do recall is that historically, at least the way it would do them, they like to charm their victims so that they are docile and can be eaten at leisure.
And
or absorbed.
Do I know if they're evil?
They are evil.
Okay. I'm casting Holy Aura.
Okay. Do you have any auras on you already that would be analogous?
No, Holy Aura is
You have a 20 and a 30.
Yeah. You get a 25 spell resistance against evil spells and spells cast by evil creatures. It
Okay.
protects you from possession and mental influence, just as protection from evil does. And if an evil creature succeeds on a melee attack, it's blinded.
Ooh. Well, it doesn't see, so that won't be a thing. But yeah, definitely the protection from mental attack would be good here.
Well, and I have that already because of protection from evil. This is a radius that protects everybody else around me as well. So
Gotcha.
Ilindar
Okay.
and Storm and Astrid are in my radius. And then I'm going to go up 25 feet.
Okay. 225 feet or an additional 25 feet?
An additional 25 feet.
Which would put you at
probably 35.
Okay. So you shoot straight up, leaving your friends to be victims.
And Astrid is the same. She comes with me.
Yep, got it. Cool. Okay. All right. So the salamanders. The salamanders are going to fire their arrows at the dinosaur. Gato, it has stopped. It has stopped speaking. The salamanders now have to make a will save because they have interacted with the dinosaur to see if they still see it. And the will save is the DC of the spell. So, Don, what would be the effective DC of that will save? Don, you there? Don,
you're muted.
Yep, I am muted. I was muted.
Gotcha. Okay.
Give me a check here. Hold on. It's not gonna be that great, so. Yeah, I think it's gonna be 24.
24.
It's almost an automatic.
Wow, made it. Okay, so
boo.
one made it and the other one did not. So, so this one is like, it's not there anymore. What it is? The arrows go shooting off and land elsewhere. This one can doesn't see it. I'm going to put blue. This one still does see it. He's like, what are you talking about? It's right there. So he will fire. But this one is like, it's not there. It was an illusion. There's some jackass casting illusions around here. All right. So, but they have fired and they are still looking to get that. The thing is still, I think, Terendelev. It is Terendelev's turn. So you can, Oh, that's a good question, Fletcher. We'll get to that in a minute. All right. So Terendelev, flash art. You can see that Terendelev is trying to speak and can't, and you can see as it speaks, like there's like energy and it feels cold. You know, there's a surround the whole area. The temperature of the whole area seems to have dropped about 30 degrees, and there's black and cold necromancy and cold energies coming out of the severed throat area, and you can hear this hissing noise as Terendelev kind of clacks its teeth together in a sort of a way of trying to say something. You are immune to that. So it begins to exude fog. Hold on.
Might need a Pepsid there.
Yes, I sent you a text.
Okay, I'll check it here in a second.
It was still a fail for one and save for the other, but
okay. What? So the body of Terendelev begins to exude fog. Here we go. And it begins to obscure your vision even as you are in it. Why is it not behaving? All right, hold on a sec. So the fog seems to emanate from it's being an asshole.
Fog seem to have any effect on me besides obscuring my vision?
No, it just seems to be a cloud of obscuring fog that seems to exude from Terendelev and block your vision. Essentially, it's a fog cloud spell, only it's not a spell. So she can do that. Basically, it billows out, it obscures all sight, including dark vision beyond 5 feet. Any creature within 5 feet has concealment. Creatures farther away have total concealment. So in this case, you're standing directly over Terendelev. So you're within 5 feet, which means she has partial concealment or a 20% miss chance when you try to hit her with Radiance. In the meantime, she continues to shudder off and come out of the stones. But there's there's a giant cloud of fog that reaches up into the sky practically, but you can feel the presence of this enormous dragon, which is now rising up to full height, and it's just like standing over you, but the fog is obscuring its vision. So what you see is this giant cloud that's standing above you and beginning to attack.
Yeah.
She's also going to all right, so I need you to make a perception check, Flashheart, and I need everybody that is within the area of her green. So it would only be Storm. And 24. So Flashheart, are you carrying a scale of the original Terendelev?
I sure am.
All right. So huh?
I think most of us are, aren't we?
Yeah.
I think most of you are, but you're the only one close enough. You begin to feel that scale grow cold wherever you have it stored. Do you have okay, so you immediately realize that carrying the scale, you get the scale. So I'll just tell you, the scales shed by Terendelev at the start of this adventure path are anathema to the creature now. Any PC who still carries one of them gains a +5 bonus to AC and on all saving throws against its attacks. And any damage the character deals is deducted from her hit points and her soul ward simultaneously. Okay, I'll just keep track of that.
So we
All
just
right.
need to have the scale
Okay,
on us.
do you say anything about that?
We have communications, right?
You got message going. Yep.
I will convey a version like it's the Terendelev scale seems to be allowing me to keep track of her, and that I don't know if would I know all what I do. Would you share with us, Les? Would I know that specifically, or to say?
Yeah, you would feel it.
Okay, so I will convey that. I'll do it in Flashheart's voice. Hark! I have noticed something.
Well, in your message, I will let you know that I have one of those scales, but I have no idea what's going on because I'm blinded right now.
You don't feel the power of it because you are outside
Too far
of the
away.
thing.
Yeah.
So Flashheart, you can actually feel the power of the scale sort of protecting you, and you assume that that Terendelev knows that you have a scale on you. She can feel it just as well as you can feel it. All right, Ilindar, you're up.
That might change stuff. So 5-foot step is a free action. As long as I'm not doing any other movement.
Okay. That's Storm 5-foot stepping, or no, that's you 5-foot
that's
stepping.
Ilindar.
Keep in mind that Lothar and Astrid are up in the air, so the purple creature is bearing down on you now.
Yeah, I know. I've got hopefully a fix for that.
Believe me, he knows.
Okay.
Basically tucking the scale into Storm's. Storm has like a helmet on. I purposely have it there just to hide the fact that both of us, whenever she's there, both of us have the same emblem on our forehead. So
I got to tell you, I've never seen a dragon with a helmet. That does double damage because you're blind, Gato.
Right. Yeah. She laughs because you can't even see it coming. Like I said, she's always had something like a strap or something on because I've got both of our foreheads covered because anytime Storm's around, there's this blue sigil that appears on both our foreheads that basically calls out to anyone smart that, hey, kill the little wimpy guy back there, and this big tough dragon goes away.
Or if you know, or we're evil,
right?
You know, that kind of thing.
So that's there. Basically, I'm just going to tuck the scale under that thing.
Okay.
And then I'm casting Maze on the purple blob.
Okay.
What's maze? Maze?
No saving throw, but it does allow spell resistance. It basically teleports it to an extra dimensional space that it has to make a DC 20 intelligence check to get out of.
No.
And you said it's got no intelligence.
It doesn't have intelligence.
So basically it's there for 10 minutes. The spell goes away in 10 minutes. So in 10 minutes, it will appear right back where it disappeared from.
And it doesn't have any spell resistance. Is there a saving throw?
No, there's none.
No saving throw. You dick. All right.
Zone of,
so go away.
So Illidar casts a spell. It's like, be gone, thought, and off it goes. So yeah, it just disappears. So 10 rounds?
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
It basically gets a try each round, a DC 20 intelligence check.
If it has an intelligence, which it does
That's
not.
Awesome.
Right.
Well, let me just look at its thing here. It's
So
intelligence.
it's stuck there for the duration of the spell, and then it'll.
Oh well, now wait a second. This one does have an intelligence.
Okay.
Oh, does
So-
it have enough to do DC 20?
It's a hard
that I don't
roll
know.
because it's a DC 20 intelligence check. So you add your intelligence bonus, and you got to get over a 20.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. It's possible.
It's
but
possible, but
It's going to be tough.
Temporarily, it gets it out of my hair.
All right, hold on a second. Let me make a note here.
Remember, each of our scales do something different too. Does that you're doing something already?
No, the scales do stuff different for you. Like I think Parato's scale allows her to levitate up and down, that kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah,
but
mine allowed me to. It gave me basically DR10 versus cold.
Mine's disguised self.
You wait a second. How do you have a scale?
Yeah,
you weren't in that city when that
No,
happened.
Gordon gave me his.
Gordon gave you his scale. All right, cool.
Did Gordon give it to you, or was Gordon sleeping one night?
He gave it. So
all right.
Okay, so that's Illindar.
Okay.
Storm now in possession of the. That's why I asked him if he said anything. Now in possession of the scale.
Well, Storm, if you're in possession of a scale, now you can feel the power of it. You can feel that the creature emerging from the rocks is affinity to. I guess was Storm there when you guys were saved by Terendelev? I guess he was. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you would know. Yeah, it is definitely Terendelev, and it's angered by the fact that you guys have its scales. You feel like. And Flashheart, you might feel this as well since you're much closer. The idea that it remembers you and it is enraged by the fact that you guys have come so far only to be destroyed again. The feeling of destruction and of waste is strong as it's emanating off of you, and you get the impression that it doesn't care that you have the scales; it will destroy you anyway.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I'm going to destroy you.
So then Storm charges
Terendelev?
Yeah, and pounces.
Okay. All right. So, okay, go for it. Now it's got, because of the fog, it's got 20% mischance on everything, but go ahead and roll.
Right.
Also, before you roll, I want to tell you what Terendelev's AC is. AC 43.
I already rolled like several natural. There's 3 natural 20s on the attack rolls there.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
51's 50. Yeah, 50.
Oh, come on. That's just wrong.
Terendelev's about to go back to sleep.
How is everybody critting my poor silver dragon? You know how
we all think
how
Don
much
for his,
trouble this
his
silver
super
dragon has
macro.
had. Good God, man.
Yeah.
All right. So, well, the 51, that's a natural 20. The claw is a 19. That's a potential crit. Do you have the crit confirms in here? No, you're gonna have to reroll. Wait, no.
Well, the natural 20s you don't have to.
cloth. That 35's a miss.
On first edition, you do.
Oh, no, I gotcha.
Okay, so I think those two. You're not hasted, so I think those two
Nope.
are the only hits, but they are also both crits. So let's see if we confirm them. Let's bring the madness. Why not?
Roll the same macro. Yep.
All right. So where's it break?
Dang it. They're both
After
normal.
11.
39.
39 and 38.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Actually,
those
these are, what's the AC?
43.
Oh,
Okay, the
shit.
charge wouldn't do it, make a difference.
All right. So regular damage from the original. So let's tally that up, shall we?
44
Okay.
to 36.
36.
44
So
and
that's
36.
80
80.
points. All right. Oh, 20% mischance on both of them.
Oh, yep. So I'm just gonna say I'm doing D100 and 20 or less misses.
Okay.
Nice.
Mm. All right, both hits. So that would be
80 points.
yeah, 80 points. All right, let's get it in there. Boom. All right. Well, obviously still up. Next
Yeah,
round
very
though.
very much still up.
Next round, things about to get wild. All right. What about you? Oh, Illinois, you already did.
I already
yours.
did it. Yeah, I'm
Cast
done.
maze on the purple guy. Ferrado. Where is Ferrado?
I got a question for you, Les. On
there
this
she is.
Alder Pasha's bow,
Okay.
I can use Gale's scythe.
Gale Scythe. Yep.
Yep. How does that work? So, I have to hit him for the gale to work, or can I just plant it right in front of him to blow all this fog and smoke away?
So Gale Scythe basically creates a focused arc of air that you could
Mhm.
direct against your enemies. It's visible as a blur of shearing winds. It occupies the same space as a medium creature, but does not threaten. You can move it up to 60 feet around. So basically, with it attached to the bow, essentially it's attached to an arrow. So you shoot this, and then the Gale Scythe materializes at the point of impact. So if it's in the fog cloud, for example, it will disrupt it. So let's see, the Gale Scythe enters, you can move it, occupying the same square, is subject to a trip attack, so it knocks creatures over. Can enter an occupied space. Other creatures enter the space.
My goal is to blow away its concealment.
It's a 5-foot diameter disc of focused air. It doesn't say anything specifically about blowing things away, but well,
I mean, I can use the wind wall too, or a gust of wind. I just thought the scythe would be the best when I read the description.
the scythe is more like for tripping things.
Okay, so would a gust of wind work better, or is that going to just replace itself and I'm better off doing a wind wall?
Hold on. I think a gust of wind is going to do the job. I think it specifically talks about it. Is a severe blast of air that originates from you or from the point of impact of your arrow, affecting all creatures in its path. Flying creatures. Spell can't move. Once it's there, it can't move. It automatically extinguishes in a distant wind. A gust of wind can do anything a sudden blast of wind would be expected to do. Blow gases or vapors to the edge of its range. So yeah, a gust of wind, if you get close, it will blow the fog cloud back to the edge of its range, which is a how big is it?
You'll just have to let me know like what my basically.
Yeah, so the range would be 60 feet. So it would blow a gust of wind would blow the fog cloud back to the edge of 60 feet from you. So where are you?
It would blow it 60 feet from me?
Right. So, or from the point of impact from the arrowhead. Right. Yeah. So if you shot an arrow into the thing and you stuck it in, and you stuck it into, I mean, if you hit Terendelev with an arrow, the gust of wind would blow the fog cloud in all directions. Yeah.
But
so
even if I miss, but if I miss him is my point.
If you miss him, we have to find out where the arrow lands.
Okay. Okay. So then the next question is, my first arrow is a double attack because it's a many shot.
Okay.
So I really don't want to waste that with the 20%. I mean, it's already going to be difficult to hit him. So 20% is going to make it even harder. can I put that arrow towards our fiery friend and then take my second arrow and switch my attacks down to?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. You
there's
mean
no
switch
reason.
targets? Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm
Yeah.
gonna do. So
Well,
my
keep in
first,
mind that the fiery guy also has concealment.
oh, he
Total
does have
concealment from you,
concealment
it's
too.
50%. So both
Oh,
targets in this case are both 50-50 on you from where you're standing.
Okay,
The only target that you really had a good look at was the purple blob, and Ilindar made that go away.
yeah, right. I was gonna
Basically
go for
ruined
that
everything.
next. Yeah. Okay, then I'll just focus on Terendelev.
Okay.
All right. So
So I'm assuming you're going to put the gust of wind on the
First one.
second attack.
Well, I was gonna put it on the first attack. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I hit
Your
or I
first-
don't hit.
Your first attack is going to be your best chance to hit, so I'd put on your first.
Exactly.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
that makes sense. All right, cool. All right, so Terendelev has AC 43. Ooh,
And that's a
2.
miss.
That is a
So
miss.
where does a 33 put me? Put that
All right.
arrow.
So with an arrow, you're fighting a Terendelev. Usually what I do is D8, D6. The D8 determines direction. The D6 determines the number of squares, 5-foot squares away in that direction that the arrow hits. So if you roll a D8, and think of the D8 as like the clock, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Sure.
8. So rolled an 8. Now roll a D6.
Roll one.
Does that mean I just shot myself?
No.
No. It's just
It
in
means
that
it's actually
direction.
going up and to
Due
the
north
left.
of it, 2 squares.
All
Okay.
right. So the arrow landed.
This might work.
It might still work. So the arrow landed here.
Where?
You see
There?
that? Here, let me change it to white.
Isn't it due north?
No, 8 is not due north. 1 is due north.
I gotcha. Okay, cool.
So let me.
Oh, where the pink X is?
Yeah, where the pink X is. That's where the arrow landed. So the gust of wind is blowing in all directions. So yeah, it will still work because it blows 60 feet.
Yeah.
It's basically going to push the cloud all the way out over the rift. Yeah,
Awesome.
that worked.
Nice.
Well done.
These are my next arrows.
A second, let me move the cloud.
First one hits.
There we go. So the cloud goes way over here from the gust of wind. So is that a 1?
On my second one. So and then I miss again. Oh, so I
All right.
fumble after I have a hit and then I fumble.
So a 50 will hit. Is 19 a critical threat for you?
It is not.
You don't have
Unless I
keen or
have
anything?
I don't have keen edge on right now.
All right, so 50 is definitely a hit, but then you have a fumble threat.
Fumble.
So go
Okay,
ahead and
so
roll at 26.
There's my
Right.
damage for the
Ow!
hit. Oh, no, that's not right. Here, try this. You'll like this a lot better. Okay, so
Oh,
that's
okay.
damage for the hit, and now you want me to roll a critical? I mean, to see if I my fumble,
Yes.
right? And that was with a 26 to hit.
Jesus balls. I'm really messing this up here.
That is not right. I'm sorry. After we get done with this battle, I'm actually going to bed, guys. I am not feeling well.
You okay?
Ooh, I
Oh,
napped,
so
so I'm okay.
yeah, you're okay. No confirmed fumble, but your turn does end.
Okay.
Are you okay, Jennifer? You're gonna drop
Yeah,
out?
I don't know. I think I worked outside too much today. I'm not feeling well.
Okay.
I
All right.
got a lot of yard work done though.
Get some sleep and feel better.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick it out through the.
Not
That's
bad.
right. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay.
I'm done.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably going to go all the way, but that's good.
That it for you, Frotto?
Yes.
Fletcher, what shall you do now?
So there's no smoke. So my
Go get
question
'em.
to you is moot.
No. That she hit
On-
Terendelev.
On
You're-
Terendelev. There's no
you're
smoke
still-
on Terendelev.
There's no smoke down here. You still
All
got
right, so
smoke.
my question to you still stands.
Hold on. So how did that happen? That particular power, did it just come with it?
It was a recent upgrade that a
Oh,
certain friend
from
gave.
okay. So
See,
yeah,
I told you she was cool.
that would be a swift action, my good man.
All right, then that's what I'm doing as a swift action.
All right. And I'm assuming that you're probably going to engage in a variety of murderous activities at this point.
That's the intent.
Kind of
That's why she gave it to him.
Okay.
So I can see clearly now.
Yeah, the rain is gone.
The rain is gone.
All right, so AC
Can you
40.
not say that?
I know.
All right, so then the rest of my turn will be a full attack action.
Okay,
Sword attack 1.
if you feel that's justified. Oh, that's a hit.
Right there. Basic, clearly.
Sword attack 2. Whoops. Sorry, I went too far. There we go. That's a miss.
That's a miss.
Sword attack 3.
Also
That's
miss. Ooh, edging perilously close to fumble territory.
Sword attack 4.
Oh, there
no!
it is!
Wow.
Give me a fumble reading at that. 30.
Yeah,
that
that's
is
my
a
worst attack. I was
confirmed
thinking of not
fumble.
doing that attack.
Was that your hand?
That was my worst sword attack, and I was thinking of not even doing it because it's such a low hit, but there you go.
Oh, no. Broken haft.
Oh shit.
You have a -4 penalty on all attack rolls with that weapon until it is repaired.
Ooh.
Oh.
All right, well, here's the damage from the hit.
Better than a broken twig.
33
Yeah.
points.
And my turn ends, right? Even though I have an attack without
Yeah.
using that.
It does, yep.
Yeah.
Fletcher, we could try to tear off one of the arms of this dragon. You could use that as a weapon until
and
you repair your weapon.
Okay.
I'll take another 5-foot step back.
All right. Well, it recognizes that you can see him now. Flashheart, you're up.
All right.
Storm is by your side. The wind has blown the thing away. It is coming out of the rocks. It is standing over you, glowering at you. It's about ready to. You could see it preparing to engage in a variety of attacks.
Did it heal? I'm trying to. Oh, no. Did it heal?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
Just the way the
Not yet.
the heal or the way it looked. I thought it healed. All right, so I'm attacking it. 1 second. Where's the advanced roller? I just re-rolled. Can I just re-roll the one I did before?
You still smiting?
Yeah, I'll keep smiting until either he or I are dead. That's how it works.
Yeah.
But the first round mega bonus doesn't.
Gotcha. Okay. The first round mega bone. Here it is. All right, let's take a look here. All right, first attack 29. That is not going to hit him.
Okay,
30.
if you're smiting, these should all be at least +7.
Oh, smite. Hold on a
It
second.
was +7 a couple levels ago when you gave it to us, so
Yeah,
it's at least that high now, if not higher.
thought I did it right.
Hold on. Smite. You are bonus of damage on the first attack. You add your charisma bonus of any to your attack rolls and add paladin level to all damage rolls. So what is your charisma bonus?
Oh, my charisma is ridiculous now. So 1 second. It is. What is my bonus?
We were getting
11.
+7 last time I did a smiting.
Yeah, my charisma bonus is 11.
11. So that gets you to 40, but that's still not quite enough. So 40 on the first hit. The second swing puts you up at 46 with that 11. So that actually will hit. 19 is a miss. You're not hasted. So the middle one, the second swing does hit, causing 27 physical plus 12 holy. So that's another 39 plus your paladin level. So 16. 39 and 16 is 54.
What did you decide last time about the type of evil whatever creature this is that the was
Undead
The
double?
first swing, undead.
Just the
is
first
double.
one is double.
Just the
Yeah.
first
Oh,
swing.
okay.
All right. He's crashed radiance into the creature's ribs, slashing pieces of bone and weird auras away from that are keeping it together. Radiance or Terendelev is just looking down on you from 20. His head is like 25 feet above you, and it's just like you can see its mouth open as it prepares to bite into you. All right, that it, Flashheart?
That's it for me.
All right,
I
round
don't even have
4.
Witty repartee. It's just me and an undead dragon at the moment. So
All right.
I'll save my witty repartee if I survive this encounter.
Creature approaches you, Fletcher, comes back into you, and he's like, "You have done me a grave disservice, demon. Now you must pay."
Demon? Kettle Black, what?
It's not a demon. The fire creature's not a demon.
It's like an evil Afridi, or what is
You're
it?
not sure, but all right. Hold on. Let me check something real quick. He is going to do. Can't do that anymore. You see power surging within him. Let's see how much power. A little bit of power. All right. So he attacks you again. You could see the rage, his flames are the smoke is pouring out of him, and he's like, "You have done me a disservice, demon. And I have rolled a fucking fumble. I can't believe it." Hold on, let me see.
And for
You're
your
so
insolence,
great.
I will hurt myself.
For your insolence, I will do something extremely crappy. Does 46 hit you? I'm assuming yes.
Yes.
All right, so it's an unconfirmed fumble, but his attack
Attacks
stops.
end.
Oh God! All right, Gato, where did your guy go?
I got rid of him
Okay.
because he was hit and the noise stopped.
All right. Are you keeping track of your charges?
Yes, I am. I started with 11 charges of this wand that I would never use, but now I have a use for it.
All right, hold on a second.
If I can just take up some attacks each round, I'm doing something
All right, and it's huge.
huge.
All right. The for reasons still beyond the comprehension of everybody, the dinosaur has disappeared, and in its place has appeared an enormous ape, which is like and goes as it is going. Do you want to? You can't. Well, I mean, and it's like harassing the salamanders again.
Right, it's harassing the salamanders.
Okay, I'm going to give you control of the ape.
Okay,
Throw and poop.
What they do.
and I'm not making him attack because again I'm blind. So
Yeah. No, he's just sort
Yeah.
of like, that kind of thing in front of him, just making, being crazy. All right. So it's doing that. You doing anything else?
I made my saving throw, so I'm not messed up by that or anything anymore.
By the fearsome things. Yeah, no, you're fine there.
That was one action. I'm going to use stealth.
Each of us is carving a stone.
Okay. Stealth. Wow. Natural 20 on stealth. You just throw yourself to the ground.
And move to there. So there's a small outcropping here. Of
I
this
see it.
stone I'm trying to hide behind.
All right, hold on. There's a salamander right there. So I'm going to roll to see if he sees you. He probably won't. But
I got a 44.
You got a 44 thing. I don't know how you're pulling that off, but he's got a plus 16 perception. So I have a feeling that he's busy looking at the ape.
Yep.
He's definitely looking at the ape. So that you
All right.
managed to get closer to the salamanders. You can feel, so you're blind, but you can feel the heat coming off of them. It's crazy. All right, so now I must roll my intelligence check to try and get out of the maze. Here we go. Oh, he's back. Blobby McBlobberson found his way out. Boy,
My
hi.
gosh.
All right, but that's all he can do this time. Bartos, what do? You saw the blob wink out and then wink back in. It's a blink blob.
Blink blob.
Okay, so Fletcher, I guess, figured out something where he doesn't need true seeing. Is that
You saw him strike very hard at this guy. He's definitely going at him through the smoke. You can barely
doesn't
see
seem to
either
need
of them.
help, but his sword's broken.
your sword's broken, but you don't need true seeing? Would mending fix that, Les?
That's
It'll
a
fix
Yes.
1d4 hit points damage is what a mending would fix.
Hold on. Let me check.
And I could do 16 pounds, up to 16 pounds to repair.
Which is it's just a handle, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it's a
hill.
handle. Mending would work.
Oh, but it takes 10 minutes to cast.
Ouch.
Yeah. Hand me that
So
for
that'll have
10
to
minutes.
Yeah, so that's probably not going to happen this time.
So after combat, you can fix it.
Yeah.
That's still good news.
I love that. So I don't know if you guys are looking in chat, but Matt found apparently an email from a while back where you guys were talking about potential party names before we settle on Optimist Primes. And are you sure we are on your side? That's a pretty good one.
That was
That's
gorgeous.
not bad.
Yeah. I like that Force 8 from Mungdom or whatever, because we just left.
Well, you guys were underneath. You met the Mung.
Yep.
All right, so Bardos, mending will fix it, but yeah, 10 minutes.
Yeah, it takes long. All right, well, I think I'm just going to do haste. I haven't. Nobody's done that yet, right?
No.
So,
What's
I
the
move?
range?
I think it's about 30 feet. So I'm gonna fly to about there. That should cover everybody with 30 feet, right? 10,
Let me see.
30, 10, 30,
It's
30.
range is 25 feet plus 5 feet per 2 levels. You're 16th level, correct?
Oh,
Yep.
So
okay,
that's
yeah, so then that's
65 feet.
Yeah, Ferrado's there. So
you don't even have to get in there. You could probably be back close to us and still get everybody.
That's awesome. That's helpful.
yeah, well, I can
Pretty
still
far
do.
away.
If I go here, I can get Gatto too. So
All right. You are flying into the presence of 2 fearsome creatures there.
I'm immune to fear. That's fine.
You are?
He's an android.
He's an android. That's right. They're immune to fear. All right, so you just fly in there. You're like, fearsome creatures. I don't give a shit. All right, so
I
you
don't know
cast
why
it.
you guys are worried.
He self-identifies. Beep boop beep.
Yeah, everybody is definitely within range. So you guys are now all hasted.
Awesome.
Including me and Storm.
Including you and Storm.
Thank you.
All right, especially Gatto. Gatto is blind and hasted. I've been that.
Thanks, Bardos.
I ended up sleeping.
Drunk, blind, and hasted. I know.
I ended up sleeping on my lawn. All right. So Bardos, you fly into the mix, and haste everybody, which just frankly, as a DM, I find a little rude. I got to be honest with you. All right, hasted everyone. All right, that's Bardos. Lothar.
That's Brad's favorite thing to say.
Might have been him I got it from.
He loves to scream it into the thing. You can imagine after multiple years, the team.
Yep.
Here.
All right. You didn't take your wings.
Yeah, but I can't move those.
Okay. Hold on.
I can move your circle though. You can get that the hell out of here.
No, that's got to stay. That's
okay.
a stay.
Put it on a different layer.
That puts Storm and Flashheart within the radius of Holy Aura.
Oop, what did I put on a different layer?
Because I've grabbed it like 3 times trying to grab my guy, and then I have to.
And if you put it on the GM layer, we won't be grabbing it.
There you
go. Okay.
Good.
Grabbing the GM's layer.
Then I'm going to fire arrows.
That's why I love this game. At whom?
Terendelev.
At Terendelev. Okay.
And I'm 35 feet up, and
all right.
She's 25 feet tall right now, so I have a clear line of shot.
You have a clear line of shot. Here's a fun fact that you're not going to like at all.
Okay.
Is Terendelev, her armor class oh, never mind. Never mind. I was thinking flat-footed instead of touch. Never mind.
Yeah, touch.
Yeah, she's enormous. So this is not difficult to hit. So 30 hits. 27 hits. Those are your two arrows, yeah?
And there should be one other. 30.
Oh, 17. Ooh, 17 is the second hit is a natural one. I need you to roll a
Okay.
So you got one hit.
Yeah.
I need you to confirm the fumb.
The second hit now is 20.
20. Yeah. So that would have been that's a unconfirmed fumble. So no problem there, but it does
So I
stop
get-
your turn. So just one hit.
So 26 plus 22 against evil.
Mm-hmm.
48.
48. Yep. Absolutely right.
And you've got a scale.
Oh yeah.
Which is now emanating energy. You could tell that it's providing you protection.
Mine is resist energy is what my dragon skill is.
Well, my dragon scale was the ability to maximize healing spells 3 times a day.
Oh,
Hmm.
nice.
Nice.
So-
All right, salamanders.
Yeah.
They're going to fire. So salamanders once again fire, this time at the ape. And several arrows seem to hit the ape, at which they're like, it's another illusion, I think. And they make will saves. Their will save is the worst one, so let's see how those go.
And I updated you. It's actually 17. So yeah, they both
Okay.
make it.
So for them it disappears. But again, it forestalled those arrows from hitting anybody else.
Right.
Sure did.
Yeah. All right.
Sure did.
Terendelev.
Whoever that is.
Terendelev emerges from the rubble, standing tall. It is standing over. I mean, it's standing 25 feet. Lothar, you're flying toward it, and you see just the gargantuanness of this thing. And it is going to do a couple of things.
Gordon, I sent you a message. Did you see it?
No.
Feeling is third as good as it did when it woke up.
So it is going to begin to lift off into the air. But before it does so,
Okay.
it is
I see it
going
done.
it is
Oh,
going
you do. Okay.
it is going to bite Storm. Actually, I'm going to let the dice decide. It'll either bite Flashheart or Storm. 50-50. Flashheart, you want high or low?
Hi.
Nope. Storm bites Storm. So it's going to try and bite Storm, and then it's going to lift off into the air.
Storm gets a +4 to its AC.
Because he's got the
Holy aura.
Oh, that's
also got
right.
the scale.
He's got the scale, which gives him another +5.
Plus
45 is not going to hit, is it?
No.
It's not. All right. So Terendelev lifts off ungainly as it flies up, but once it gets into the air, it begins to fly crazily, and it flies out over the rift and wheels around. It takes off. It's sort of like, you ever watch like a stork take off in flight, and it's like this kind of like, it looks like it forgot how to fly and is trying to desperately remember
First,
it.
yep.
Yeah. So Terendelev emerges, tries to, it's almost like it's clawing its way up into the sky, and then it gets high enough where it gets its undead bone wings out, and it's just like almost like watching a Harrier jet take off. It's like, and it takes off and it flies way out over the rift and begins wheeling around, come back at you guys. So it is probably 200 feet out over the rift. Ilindar, you are up. Trying to get the thing out of the way.
The rift is to the left, right?
Correct. Yeah, it is. It is gone. I'll make a little mark here to show which direction it's gone. It is basically flown out in this direction. Can you see that?
No, I missed it. Oh yeah, I see it. Thank you.
So yeah, it is basically lifted off and flown out in that direction. It tried to. Yeah. Well, yeah. Once it gets into the air, it is. I mean, you look up. You guys are looking up at it, and you're just amazed at how graceful it is in the air and how fast it is. It was like it was here and then it was gone. And you look out over the rift and it's just sort of wheeling, sort of. It's actually quite beautiful as it kind of like fires off over the rift, and it's banking, and you can see the whole of it in all its glory, and its head is sort of hanging sideways from where Radiance and Flashheart struck it, but it's coming back around, and you see like sparks coming off of its bones and things like that as it comes back around. Ilindar, you are up.
Dang it. I'm gonna go jump on Storm. And then while climbing on Storm, give Storm heroism.
Okay.
Play joust with the undead dragon.
And does it look like Terendelev's coming back, like banking to like come back and do a
Definitely looks like he's coming back.
Or okay.
Yep.
Actually, I think Storm's gonna move up to right there. That way it can provide some protection for those two.
Hold on.
And then just wait for it to come back. Since I can't hope to keep up with it.
All right. So you have you've gotten on Storm and you're flying upwards?
No. She's still on the ground.
Okay.
But she's basically getting ready to meet the dragon. So she's like squat down like she's ready to like jump up and pounce.
Okay. Lothar, you fly on a regular basis. Everybody who flies on a regular basis, give me a quick perception check. $21, okay. Fletcher, 23. Fletcher, you got your hands full over there with the fire guy. Ilindar, 34. Okay, so this is more Ilindar thing. So you guys are Ilindar, as you saddle up Storm and sort of get on her, and then you're sort of looking at the thing, and you're looking to see how it's coming out. You begin to recognize that the curve that Terendelev is making is far too wide for it to be coming straight back at you across the rift. So it's not coming back. It looks like it's starting to circle around the other way because it's moving quickly around, like maybe it's going to come back. So it's over the rift right now to the west, but it looks like maybe it's going to come down to the south and then come back over the city before it comes at you.
Okay. I'll call that out to people, let them know that
Well, that could
wide turn.
That could be problematic from the point of view that suddenly you will be between Terendelev and the rift.
So trying to knock people off into the rift?
It's possible, yeah.
Okay. Like, so I'll let people know that that might be what Terendelev is doing.
Okay. Anything else from you?
No.
Verado, is she still here or did she leave?
I am. I'm here.
Oh.
This is it. This is it. I'm
Okay.
gonna can I see I know that Fletcher did something to take the concealment off the demon. Is that for just him or for everybody?
It's just him, yeah. It's still obscured by the smoke and the flames that it's got surrounding it.
And then this blob thing is still. an
That's
issue,
now that's
right?
back. Everybody else has sort of ditched you, so
All right.
it's coming towards you.
Okay, then I'm gonna turn all my arrows to it and see if they do any damage.
All right.
2 arrows if it's a hit.
Remember you're hasted too, Jennifer.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
included. Is 37 hit less?
37 does. So the arrows, both of the arrows slam into the creature as it's sort of meandering towards you, and but they are absorbed. The arrows bury themselves into the purple ooze of the creature, and there's a brief hole as they go in, and then the hole closes up. It's like it absorbed them.
So no damage.
None that it doesn't seem damaged to you.
All right. Well, unfortunately, I didn't stop and listen to you, and I shot another arrow, which
Okay.
also was absorbed.
Yep.
So, having no other foes to fight, I'll turn to. I can't.
I'll tell you what. That you rolled too fast before I could get the words out. So if you want to take that second attack back, you can.
Well, I'd be going to this gentleman right here.
Okay.
So that would be 1. Does that hit?
For haste, if you're doing a full attack action, you get an extra attack at your best.
No. I'm just saying the 51. Does 51 hit?
Oh, 51 will hit, but it's obscured, so it's 50-50.
Right. Okay. So let's just count hits, and then I'll do my 50-50s. Is that okay?
Okay. Yep.
All right. And then here's my third, which is due to haste.
40, which would be a hit.
Okay. And
Barely. And 46, that's also a hit.
Okay, so
And
3
that's a
hits.
miss.
So I'll roll 300s, or will you?
Well, in this case, it's full concealment, so it's 50-50.
Right. So okay, however you want to do it. If you want to roll 100, I'll take low. I'll take
you
low
roll
on
them.
all 3.
You pick high or low, and you roll the dice, whatever you want to do.
Okay, so low is a hit.
Okay.
1, 2.
All right, so 2 hits, it looks like.
Yep.
All right.
So 8d6 plus 44.
$70 points of arrow damage. That's brutal.
Oh, and I cannot move.
You can move. You can take a 5-foot step.
I don't think that's going to clear me from the ooze. Well, I guess I wink out if I go to bed, huh? I'm out. I don't mean to cop out on a purple ooze, guys, but I'm not.
If you're bailing, you need to. Yeah, you would be safe.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'll catch y'all next time. Kick some butt.
All right, get some rest. Feel better.
Bye, Jennifer.
Feel better.
Night.
Feel better.
Take care.
All right, Fletcher.
All right, so I'm hasted
arrows
now,
slam into the creature. You are hasted now.
which is gives me a +1 to hit, but I got -4 to hit because the handle's wonky. So -3.
Okay.
But let's give it a shot.
Oh,
But having learned my lesson, I'm going to do my Galabrazoo arm attack first.
Okay. That's a hit.
All right, we'll stack that away.
That hurt, demon.
Sword attack 1.
Okay,
Oof,
that's a miss.
good roll.
So it's -3 off all of these because of the
Yeah,
damage.
it's already in there.
Oh, it's okay. Miss. AC 40.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna stop at that point because I can't really hit him anymore after that. So I only got 1 hit.
1 hit with the Galabrazoo arm. I'm assuming that you're just punching people with that most of the time. 37 pointages. Okay. All right. That's a hell of a hit. He's still up, though. He's not happy.
That's it.
Certainly not happy with you. That's it for you. All right. No 5-foot steps. No, none of that malarkey.
No, I pulled him away from Gato already. That's all good.
All right, sounds good. Flash art. The creature has
So
lifted
question-
off and taken off. Go ahead.
All right. So question is, I still have like as long as I don't switch targets, I think I still get Smite Evil on this creature no matter how long it's away from me. But
Yes.
can I hold my action and wait for her to try to strike me off this edge and then strike then?
You can delay or ready in action.
Yeah.
I'll ready to action and just try to time my shot perfectly.
So
As
what
it
you're saying
approaches, you
is,
swing right.
yeah. So what you're saying is that you're basically waiting for it to come around and attack you, and when it does, you're going to time your swing to coincide with Terendelev's attempt to push you into the rift.
Yep.
If that's what she wants to do.
Yes.
All right.
Maybe she's just looking to go get me some roses or mousse for my hair.
Does Flashlight
right.
have the ability to fly?
I believe I'm the only member of the team that doesn't fly unless somebody casts fly up on me. Might be a good
Okay.
time to do that.
Yeah.
Honestly, Ilindar, looking at the speed with which Terendelev goes, fly spell wouldn't even approach it.
No. I'm just saying,
talking
so
about when I get
if he
knocked into
does
the
get
rift.
knocked in, then he doesn't fall to his death. He flies and comes back, and
Featherfall will be fun.
yeah,
That was one of my favorite parts of the original Dragonlance series. Remember when the doddering old wizard that we find out later, somebody else tries to cast Featherfall and he gets out Featherfoot and dies in a horrible splat and leaves a giant pile of goose down for everybody else to jump into. No.
Fizban the Fabulous.
Yes, that was it. Thank you.
All right. Round 5. Flame creature. On Fletcher. Does he have any interesting things to do? I hope so. So none of those, a lot of these things are sort of like not great for him. So he is surging. What is it? No, that's not going to help. All right, so he's going to, as a swift action, so he's surging. That's a free action. As a swift action, he is going to do Blinding Blaze again. It has rethink. So anybody within, hold on, Blinding Blaze. I think it's, hold on. So Blinding Blaze is out to. Out to 60 feet. Okay, so anybody in the circle.
we can't see it anymore.
Yeah, I know. I'm putting it back on. Anybody in that circle that can see the creature. Hold on. I got to move it a little bit.
I can't see it.
Yeah, you're immune, aren't you? So like there, anybody in that is subject to the blinding blaze. So that is Fletcher, Bardos, and Gatto. Gatto's already blind, so he can't be reblinded. So he's actually okay and does not have to do. But Bardos and Fletcher, both of you, I need you to make a. It's a gaze attack, permanent blindness, DC 22 fortitude save.
I don't need to make it. I can't miss that.
Okay. Bardos, I need you to make a DC 22 fortitude save.
Yeah.
Or be blinded permanently as your retinas are burned out of your skull.
Until healed.
Oh, did not make it. A natural 5. So you are now blind.
But isn't he +4?
For why?
Holy aura
Oh, for
Protection
fuck's
from
sake.
evil.
and protection from evil.
Holy aura gives.
Trendelev
How much
scaling.
does Holy aura give? +4?
+4 resistance bonus.
Get snacks. You know, usually at this point I would make a Pythagorean theorem argument, but you're both in the air, so ruining it. Yeah, you make it. So you are not blinded due to Lothar's holy aura protecting you from the flash of light that would have otherwise burnt your irises out. All right, Fletcher, you wanna play? We're gonna play. He's gonna attack you using his surge. Yeah, that's the one. All right, so here we go. First attack.
That
51.
hits.
And the next one, oh, another one. So double. All right, I need your saving throw against. I need a reflex save to avoid the fire damage, which is doubled this time. So let's just go ahead and fiddle fart that. 2 big clocks. 2d8, 48 plus 16. Okay.
So just roll 2 of the saves or just one?
Just the one save will be fine, I think.
Okay.
31, no problem. You avoid the fire damage, but you do take 29 points of pummeling damage. Starting to look a little peaked.
All right, so
All right.
10 off of the.
Yep, so 19, and then 10 off for your stone skin.
Yeah. Okay, so
All right. That's it for him. Gatto, blinded, stunned, smelly, wishing you were back on a caravan. What is your next move? Is he there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm trying to think. I'm putting another illusion here. I'm trying to
All
think
right.
of what creature I want.
By all means, you know what I love to do is desperately search for creatures for you.
Do another ape.
All right.
How
He's
about whenever he
back!
picks, just do the picture of an ape.
Those of you speaking in are like, shit, he's back. The salamanders are like, the fuck, man? I think it's illusion. So they're looking at it, they're drawing their bows, but they're like, this is maybe the third illusion. We're not smart, but maybe this might be an illusion too. So let me just roll a quick d20. I'm just gonna look and see what happens to see if these guys grow a brain here. Nope, they did not. They're gonna fire at the guy. So all right, so another ape materializes on the floor as he does so. Gatto, you gonna move? You gonna run around? Maybe run closer to the salamanders?
No.
Jump the wall, slip into the blockhouse. I don't know. You can feel your way through.
I'm staying here.
All right. So here's the thing: the purple creature is now farther away. Well, the closest creature to in his sensory area he was heading towards the group consisting of Ferrado, Lothar, Ilindar, Storm. But now Fletcher is much closer. So it is going to come over here and say hi to Fletcher. So the first thing it's going to do
He's flying. And I don't know if that matters, but he is flying.
He's flying, yeah. He's about okay. So that it is going
off the ground.
All right, so then it is going to rise up to meet you at that. Well, yeah. So it is going to rise up to meet you, but it's not going to make it. So it's going to actually levitate up to 20 feet, but it's not going to get close enough to you to physically attack. But that's okay. Yeah, sure.
I'm just curious if our brain trust here knows what it is and what it's planning to do.
Lothar knows what it is. Okay, here we go. Ooh. All right. Shit. Hold on. I'm going to try this. Swift action. Okay, cool. So the first thing it's going to do is try a quickened charm person on Fletcher. So Fletcher, I need you to make a DC 18 will save.
I'm getting lots of attention tonight.
You're
and rolling shitty too.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, that's why. Smell blood in the water. That's what it is.
What'd you say it was against?
DC 18 charm spell.
Charm is an enchantment, correct?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hold on. Let me check. I don't.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
And doesn't he have protection from evil?
Right, but he's still got to make the save because technically all protection from evil does is it suspends it, but it's still on him.
Okay.
It's still there. Yeah.
Okie doke.
Okay, it's not there.
Okay, so the charm didn't work. It just bounced off you. In its place, now that was quickened, so it's moved. It's approaching, but it's not approaching swiftly. It's going to cast mind fog on you as well. So I need another will save. This is a little bit tougher. It's a 22 will save.
Now your protection from evil does add to this one.
It does it though.
Yeah, spells cast against it. But spells by evil creatures work.
Yes.
Any
Yep.
spell?
Yep, any spell.
Any spell cast by an evil creature gets the bonus.
So you got the 22 there?
Yep.
It's 22.
All right. So you could see this. So you could feel it. It doesn't affect you, but you could feel this creature sort of like its alien mind reaching out to you, and it's trying to sort of strip away all the parts of you that make you. And you could feel this sort of these probes, this weird alien probe inside your head, but you keep fighting it off. It seems to be with your spell, the spells of your friends and all these kind of things, you are able to fend yourself off from all of the
I tell it, even if that works, you're not going to like the result, buddy.
And he's like, I'm an ooze. I can't speak English. I don't speak common. Bardos,
he
you're
tells
up.
you that. He tells you that in common.
I'm an ooze, dude.
No speaking of common.
No speaker. Yeah, habla de usa. All right, Bardos, you're up. Oh, sorry.
Actually, at this point, I have true speech, so I can.
You would understand that the ooze is going. What the hell is he saying? I don't know. What's going on?
Yeah. So I understand everything speaking.
Nice. You probably regret that.
Yeah. I know.
All right, Bardos, you're up.
All right, so Gatto's asking for help with the blindness, but short of using the 10,000 GP diamond with limited wish, I don't think I can do that because it's not something I can dispel with magic, right? This is a physical thing.
Yeah.
In this case, so hold on, let me check. That's a good. I don't think dispel magic will work because it
dispel
wasn't magic.
Won't work, no. But remove blindness or heal.
And those are both cleric spells, which I mean, like I can do it with a limited wish, but I don't know that I.
Okay.
Hold on, Pathfinder First Edition can dispel magic remove blindness. If the blindness spell. If the blindness is caused by blindness deafness, it can remove it. However, this particular so here it says basically blindness deafness, the spell is permanent duration. The energy remains in effect the spell. This means the spell is vulnerable to dispel magic. It's also worth noting that blindness deafness is self-dismissible, which means the mage who cast it can dismiss it and make them unblinded again.
Right.
But yes, for the spell blindness deafness, dispel magic will work. The problem is more like a flash of light that burns out the retinas, like the flash of light from a nuclear explosion, for example.
Okay, so then the only thing I can do is tell Lothar, and I mean you could do that yourself,
right? Well, no, can I? Because message, I have to relay everything through you.
No, I didn't do. We have a telepathic bond set up.
Oh, that's right.
It's different.
Yeah, so you can all.
My mistake.
Amongst each
other. Hey,
Yeah.
Lothar, I'm blind and need help.
Just go invisible. We'll get you after.
He just grins. I sent a message.
I think he likes you better blind.
Message, not telepathic bond.
White stick inbound.
I got it. You're blind and in need of help.
Yes.
That's also called karma. Would you like to repent? I can hear your confession whenever you want.
Yes, I repent. I'm sorry.
You lying little bastard.
All right, Les, I need one more save.
Okay. From me? Oh, from what? So
DC 26, DC 26.
Does the spell follow him? I guess it does.
Yeah, it
does. Okay. So DC 26 will, right?
Fort.
Oh, fort save. Okay, hold on a second. Okay. Sec, I gotta re-enter the gigaroos here. 38. He made it. So how much damage? Wow, 39. So half of that would be 19.
Yep.
Nice. That's a good spell, man. It's a sneaky one.
Yeah, slightly lower level characters. I mean, it stuns if it works, but I mean, when you save it, it doesn't really work. But
yeah, but it's got that sort of residual damage. It just keeps trucking along.
yeah,
all right.
300 hit points, so it doesn't really matter.
That's true. But it does. Every little bit helps. I mean, you can nickel and dime a high hit point creature. It happens.
I've saved us from arrow attacks for 3 rounds now because of a stupid wand I've been carrying forever. So everything helps.
All right, Bardos, you personally still haven't done anything.
Yeah, no, I haven't done anything, and so I should be concerned about this big dragon winging around to push us over the cliff, right? That's what you're saying, that it's coming this
your guess is, I mean, certainly Illindar and Storm's guess is that it's not maneuvering in the way that would make sense for it to come, that it's flying over and it's coming straight back at you over the rift. It looks like it's making a wide loop. And frankly, from a tactical standpoint, it makes sense that the dragon would come from the east and try and blow you guys into the rift. That's a nice, easy kill. Because the rift is, I mean, you guys have looked into the rift. It's hundreds of feet deep.
It's bottomless, yeah.
It's essentially part of the whirlwind. If it manages to get you to.
And how much time do we have?
At its speed, 3 rounds, maybe.
3 rounds. So I got time. So the other thing going on is Fletcher is getting attacked by this blob ooze. This ooze.
Well, I mean, the ooze moved toward him. You're not entirely sure what the ooze is doing. Lothar says that it's an immortal ichor, and this is something that it has charm abilities and that kind of stuff. And it's sort of floating about 20 feet away from Fletcher and sort of wiggling itself towards him now. But you're not sure. Fletcher, I mean, Fletcher would realize that he had been probed by this creature. So
Lothar knows a bit about this, right? Because he did a research thing or a knowledge check.
Sorry, Dan.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think he'd share
this thing.
I probably do too. Let me do a.
If Storm tears into this thing, you're touching this thing going to be dangerous.
Well, it's an ooze, so it probably has acidic properties, but it's real. What Lothar and Bardos would tell you guys is basically what it really likes to do is subdue mentally its prey, and then it moves in and sort of absorbs them. That's its sort of manner of attack. Now, it looks like it's tried to subdue Fletcher, and Fletcher, as you guys well know, is remarkably resistant to subdual, even by reason and logic. So it apparently has not, but it's still moving his direction, sort of. So it's flying up there. I mean, they're 20 feet in the air. So he's flying. He's fighting. Fletcher is fighting the fire creature, and the blob is moving his direction at the same at the same height.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought, well, maybe I shouldn't think that, but I thought that what I heard or knew about this, you guys all heard. So it's immune to cold. It doesn't really have any weaknesses. It likes mental attacks and tries to subdue its target so that they'll be nice and calm while it eats it.
Mm-hmm.
Arrows don't work against it. We saw that when Ferrado shot it. So that's really what I know about it. If Bardo's rolled higher, maybe he has some additional knowledge.
Well, I mean, there's not much to go on there. I mean, it's really not a complex creature in that sense. There's no, I mean, you would have learned that it does like to subdue its creatures. It does have an affinity for insects, which hasn't really materialized here as far as you know, but it definitely did try to charm and then essentially mind fog Fletcher, which Fletcher fought off.
Right.
All right, well, let's try something different. I need a DC 27 fort save for a polymorph any object.
Okay, so you're polymorphing the ooze?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Fort save, did you say?
Yep. DC 27 fort.
Into
All
a
right.
teacup.
It's got a 60, it's got a plus 16 fort. So here we go. There we go. I made it. Did not work. What happens? Does it
That didn't work.
so it just shoves it off?
Yeah, it just doesn't work then, yeah.
It just doesn't work. Okay. All right. It does seem to fight off the spell. Maybe it's the chaos of the situation. Maybe it's the weird situation, you know, maybe it's the radiation that exudes from the world when you guys are so close to it.
All right. Sorry, Fletcher. I tried to stop it, but I failed.
I'm not scared of you.
Okay.
All right. All right, that's Bardos. Is that it for you, Bardos? You're gonna move?
Yeah, I'm gonna move a little bit. Stay 20 feet and just move back a little bit.
Okay. Lothar.
Actually away from that thing.
I'm going to move Astrid to here.
Okay.
That's one movement because her flight's 80 feet.
Okay.
I
Then
know
for
it
my-
pains you to do this.
It does. Because I could be trying to help Fletcher, who's doing something useful. Or I could be trying to help you, who's not.
Come on, it's a little useful.
Yeah, my turn. I'm going to cast a spell through her and heal.
Okay, you're gonna cast heal on
Gatto.
Gatto. All right, so Gatto, your blindness melts away, and any hit points or ability damage or any other sort of detractions, conditions, or anything that you've accumulated, all of those go away.
Yeah.
You feel great.
Feel fantastic.
Does it get rid of his possession?
Praise.
It's not really.
Is he actually good now?
No.
I feel great. Praise Nocticula.
He's not really possessed. He's just he's what is it? It's just a big
caravan
fan.
guard.
Yes.
Just a big fan.
He's just a big
Just
fan.
the captain of our fan club.
Yeah.
just first of all, want to say huge fan.
It's 150 points. And
It'll basically take you to full
ability
I'm
damage,
at full.
blinded, confused, dazed, dazzled, deaf, and disease, exhausted, fatigued, feeble-minded. That might help him. Insanity, nauseated, poisoned, sickened, and stunned.
As far as feeble-minded, probably the best solution is just to let him be. All right,
So
you
Astrid's
are
going to land on
healed.
his. Astrid's going to land on his shoulder and peck the fuck out of his ear to cast the spell.
I can see. Ow, ow, ow.
Stop that pecking. All right. What about you, Lothar? Are you doing any moving or anything like that?
No, that's my turn.
That's the whole schmear. All right. The salamanders, who are now not so smart that they can't recognize a third illusion when it shows up, are going to continue to fight. So they're going to go ahead and fire their bows at the thing again. 1, 2, and then more arrows. 3, 4. Yeah, so several arrows pass through the creature, and he's like, "Another illusion! I can't believe it!" And the ape disappears. Oh wait, I got to do the will saves. Hold on a second. To see if they still see him. So will plus 6. Here we go. 12. They both still see the ape, but the arrows have passed through it. So now they're like, I think it's another illusion. I think so too, but it's still there. What do we do? I don't know. Let's fire again. They're not sure. All right. Terendelev keeps wheeling around, and Flashheart, you're watching Terendelev, as are Storm and Ilindar, and you're watching it wheel around. You estimate that its fly speed may be as high as 250 feet around. And it is just zooming behind you. Now it's very much to the south of you guys and is coming around in a big wide arc about 100 feet in the air. It has actually risen up a great deal, which also begins to make you worry because it looks like not only is it going to come from the east, but it's also going to come on a down angle. Ilindar, you were up.
I'll ask Flashheart and Lothar, do you want me to stay or do you want me to go help
Go up who?
Fletcher?
If you can help Fletcher, help Fletcher. We've got a little bit before the dragon comes back.
Probably another 2 rounds. Well, 3 rounds probably.
And
It's making
being spread out might not be a bad idea when it gets here.
Okay. So Storm launches and pounces at the ooze.
At the ooze. All right. So is she flying? Because it's
If
20
it's
feet in the
20
air.
if it's 20 feet up,
Or is
then
she
yeah.
leaping up from below?
Well, she was on the ground,
Mm-hmm.
so she probably takes a step or two and then launches wings to bring her up in the air and pounces on it.
Okay. All right. So now she's at essentially 20.
15, 20, yeah, somewhere in there.
All right.
But she was coming from below.
All right. Here we go. Here we go. Let the madness commence.
Mm.
All right. So
And charging, so these all these attacks are too higher.
2 higher with the charge. All right. So these things don't really have the best AC. So the AC here is 32. So 36 will hit. 41 will hit.
39.
39 will hit. 33. All hits essentially. And you're hasted, so the 37, the extra attack will hit as well. All right. So, so with Ilindar on her back, she takes 3 steps, launches herself into the sky, and slams into the ooze, which just goes kind of like it's almost like it's kind of splatters across the air.
You just attacked Silly Putty.
You did.
Yeah.
And so the damage? So 46. So give me the damage numbers and I'll tally them up.
Okay, so 51.
Okay.
And then 36.
36.
And then 32.
32.
And then 27.
27.
Then 24.
24. And I should have one more.
And then 47.
47. All right, let's just go and do a quick math here. 7, 9, 16, 27, 7, 10, 15, 16, 17, 21. 217 hit points of damage. See what she's got. Huh. Still there. So Storm slams into this thing, and it's like the Silly Putty is largely an analogy. So if you were looking at it from the side, you have this big creature, a kind of creature that I am some reminded of that sort of is flying through the air, and it slams into the front of the thing, and it's like wing buffets and blood, biting and stuff like that. What you on the side would see was basically the creature, the amorphous creature forming almost a cone as it is driven backwards, and Storm drives itself into the creature. And the creature sort of is like knocked backwards, but also sort of forms almost like a cup that Storm smacks into. The damage is significant, and certainly does that. But so of the strikes, how many of them deliver piercing damage?
The bite and the claws.
Probably the bite.
Does the claws deliver piercing damage, or is that slashing damage?
Those are slashing.
Okay. And the wing buffets are bludgeon?
Yeah.
Okay. So 51 and 47 is 98. Okay. All right. Storm recognizes that its piercing damage does not seem to affect it at all.
Okay.
And while it still did a tremendous amount of damage, it is still there. Now it is largely surrounding Storm. and to a lesser extent you.
Mhm.
And I'm trying to think if there's any fun things that I can do to you on the fly, but I don't think so.
So
All right. Luckily, it's not inherently acidic.
mhm.
So there's that. So you're slammed into it. I'm just going to move you in to like right there. And I'm going to put you sort of right in the middle of it. No, I was putting you back there. All right. So yeah, you slam into it. You do quite a bit of damage, but it sort of almost rears back in the sky and it forms a cup that you guys are now sort of semi-surrounded in. And you begin to feel the sort of enchantment energy radiate out of it. That it for you guys? Ilindar, Storm,
I'm looking
anything?
to see if Ilindar is doing anything real quick.
Okay.
Um,
Buddy once told me the world was going to roll me.
I'm gonna say that's it for right now.
You're not the
If I
sharpest
cast
tool
a
in the
spell,
shed.
it'd be a spell that affects Storm. I'm still looking, but I don't want to hold up combat for that.
Okay. All right. All right. So you're not going to do anything?
I might be casting spell on Storm, but I'm still looking that up. So go
All
ahead.
right. Fletcher's up.
Okay, we're attacking big boy. First the claw.
Okay. That's a hit. That's your glab. That's a glab claw.
That was the glab.
Okay.
Then the sword number 1.
Miss.
Dang it.
What was it, 2?
Sword number 2.
But it's also, the sword's still broken too.
That's why,
Ooh.
yeah. I'm getting a -4 on it for it being broken.
Did you take off the broken on it? Okay. So
Yeah.
41 would be a hit.
All right. I can't really hit with my other 2 attacks at this point, so I'll
Okay.
just do
So
one
glab and
sword
one.
and 1 claw.
All right.
So
give me some
claw
damn.
damage
Ooh, damn, that's hard.
and sword damage.
All right, 33. So we're looking at 80 even. Is that gonna be enough? It is. You finally get a chance. The sword, the Glabrazoo claw grabs the creature. The sword comes down and disembobulates the fire that holds the creature together. It looks at you, and the rage in its eyes as they begin to fade it seems to burn into your brain, and it says, "I will find you," as it slowly.
Well, good. As long as I get my sword fixed first.
It slowly winks out. So the area now becomes all the smoke sort of wisps away and the fire stuff. The salamanders who are pointing bows at this guy go, "Oh shit! The boss is gone. What do we do now?" They're now starting to slither backwards. All right, Fletcher, is that it for you?
That's it.
Flashheart, you still watching you still preparing for the eventual attack of Terendelev?
So much to do, so much to say. Yes, I'm gonna hold.
You're gonna hold. All right, we are at 11:01 on my clock. We're going into round 6. The battle has changed significantly. As you guys are whirling, you feel Flashheart. Well, it's really only Flashheart that feels it. Give me actually, you don't need a perception check. Flashheart, there is a rumble below you in the ground itself, and you see several chunks of masonry and stone fall into the rift. The rumble seems to be coming from deep underneath the ground, and you can feel a little bit of vibration. And pieces of this start to fall. Chunks of the edge begin to fall into the rift. Now you're far enough away from there where you don't feel like you're in danger, but you begin to feel like that maybe the entire region is becoming more unstable. Especially since Terendelev has lifted off. So the area where you're standing is where Terendelev was, and there are deep cracks in the ground here.
All right, so can I hold my action and still haul my ass elsewhere, or no? I gotta give up my hold and just.
You can take a move action if you want, and still reserve.
I will do that. So. Sorry, wrong one.
All right. Up in the air. Lothar.
Are you gonna keep going, Les, or is this the last round?
No, we're
Do
gonna
the
do the
last
last
round.
thing. I just have a quick. We've already finished the last round. I just got a couple of things I want to figure out. Lothar, give me a perception check, and Bartos, give me a perception check. 32 from Lothar the Red. Bartos with a 36. All right, both of you noticed this. So remember I mentioned earlier before we started that that Karamzuta's palace is not nearly as far from here and clearly visible from where you guys are standing. It's a large tower that stretches up into the sky, probably 20 stories. It's more enormous than anything you've seen before. You can see that inside that tower, which was dark before, now there is something glowing inside at the very near the top with a bluish light. The tower almost like a what are those towers that are at the ocean?
A
I can't think of the
lighthouse?
word. A lighthouse, yeah. So almost like a lighthouse.
So
So
at the ocean. What are you talking?
sorry. As I get older, I find that
It's a song
certain
by
words
Gordon
escape me.
Song by Gordon Lightfoot. The towers in the ocean.
The towers of the ocean have glowed again, saving the floaty things from crashing on the stones. But yeah, no, like a lighthouse almost. Now there is a bright, very bright bluish light coming out of the very top of Karamzuta's tower, and you can't help but think that it has been alerted in some way. Maybe Terendelev. Maybe the fact that Terendelev is on the attack has alerted it in some way. Something is going on in Karamzuta's tower.
Ooh.
All right.
Yep.
We'll stop there, and we will restart this in a couple of weeks. All right.
Good.
Any
Try to be on
final
time.
questions?
This is where Chargers.
We
and
did
Alcatraz
good.
will be presented.
Yeah.
So far, so good. Next week, B team. We will continue on with that action, and we'll have some fun.
So next week, B team.
All
After
right.
that, Traveler.
After that's Traveler, and then after that would be Quarantine with the Classics.
Yep.
Traveler's about to get interesting.
That sounds ominous.
For those of you not in the Traveler campaign, just imagine a bunch of haphazard scallywags teaming up with murderous giant jellyfish to roll some bears in space.
Oh, that's right. You guys are still in the hunting preserve, aren't you? Fighting
Yeah.
Kazinti. Oh God, you guys are
Linky and traps. Yeah.
and traps.
Yeah.
Yeah, the traps. Which I got to tell you, if you guys take a moment to look at Seventide, Colonel Seventide, which is the jellyfish of note. He seems to be. I mean, you guys have been around Seventide quite a bit. He seems to be having an absolute fucking blast.
Oh, he's having so much fun.
And at this point, all of the danger we're in is because of our allies.
Yes.
He's our best friend.
At this
He's our
point, yeah.
only friend.
Yeah, he's helping you guys out. He's like he refers to you as his best human friends.
Yeah. And he's trying to get us killed.
No,
Give us
he's
Let's
give us
providing
fun for him.
entertainment.
let's give us a skill challenge, and I love skill challenges. They're so insane. This was especially insane of blowing away cute creatures.
Yep. Well, that's what fronters do. I mean, that kind of stuff. But yeah, they're hunting a quartet of Kazinti in a private hunting zone, and also the fronters have put various traps inside the hunting zone to sort of liven things up.
Make
It's
it
like
fun, right?
yeah,
I
it's like
hope-
it's like if you were pals with a predator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope.
And
the
he
movie
wants to
is
take
taken
you on a
apart.
hunting trip for fun.
I
Yeah,
hope if I get taken apart by a Kazinti, I get to whisper, "Clever girl." Right
clever
before
girl. All right, guys. Well, we will check back next Sunday. Don, just so you know, we may be. I got to talk to Steve, but we may be having Strange Aeons on Friday.
Okay.
And I just want to let everybody know who's local. Dawn of the Dead, Saturday night. Dawn of the Dead, 9 p.m. Alamo Draft House. I'll be there. I'm bringing Thias. We're gonna watch the classic zombie movie from 1978 on the big screen. It's going to be fucking great.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
It's going to be awesome. I can't
When did
wait.
you say that was?
Well, they've got several, but it's Saturday night. We're going to the Saturday night 9
okay.
p.m. one. But go to the Alamo Draft House website because you got to reserve your seat.
Gotcha. Okay.
Make sure you dress in character and just drag your heel as you come in.
I'm dressing as Flyboy. All
right.
right. Anyway, guys,
Right
have
on.
a great night, rest of the night. Have a great
Everybody.
weekend.
Good night,
And
everybody.
Right,
we'll
see ya.
talk.
Night.
Enjoy your eclipse tomorrow.
All right, cool. Good night.
Bye, guys.
All right. See y'all.